You need a great opener, like somehow we're adults. Do.
We can record that right
some
now.
Some kind of like.
We can record that right now.
Everybody be quiet.
Somehow we're adults.
Sorry, that song stuck in my head. I listened to it on the way to the real estate exam today, and I listened to the song. It's by Bill Withers called "Use Me." Such a good ass song. And so, like, for some reason, while I was taking the test, it was like, and I was like humming it in my head. -2. I'll go. What year is yours? Let me see.
So my dad gave me that.
2009.
I've had that in my wallet since 2009.
Fucking 2009. That is a 1979 $2 bill and a 1969 $5 bill.
Have you had them graded? Because you can get like $1,000.
I gave them both an A+.
You know what I mean?
I've got a few of them sitting in my little treasure chest. I have a few of them.
You don't have to sit forward. You can pull it towards you.
Yeah.
You want to be like right here. On
yes.
Right here.
So
you gotta close your mouth if you're not getting pieces of.
Like I actually pulled the $2 strip.
$2
bills out of the stripper's asshole. So I'm pretty sure they were all to shit.
Did you get them graded?
Those ones are pristine.
She was like a 4. So
her name was Christine.
So I learned that the actual year that's printed on them is not the year they were printed.
Mm-hmm.
So that means technically
that's fucking stupid.
They don't print the year that they were. As far as I know, I went on the Treasury's website. They don't print the year that they were printed on there, which I think is ridiculous. I want to know what year they are, but the Secretary of the Treasury that is on that $5 bill served during like 71 to 73. But fuck everybody. I probably should have put this on the podcast then. But fuck everybody. 1969 $5 bill. Fuck everybody.
I can.
Ignorance is bliss. Huh?
I'll edit it out.
No, you don't need to. Keep it in.
Oh wait, are we rolling?
Yeah.
Bitch.
Yeah, we've been there.
Dude, we got the whole thing about the truck and everything.
Since you stepped foot on property.
When I was telling you need to get new tires. Stop fucking. God damn it, Cole. Well, my dudes, it's been a hot minute since I've seen both of you guys.
Yeah, brother.
Awesome.
It's crazy because like we used to hang out like fucking
daily
every day.
Yeah.
In high school, and then on the weekends I'd be like, hey,
it's been 8 years.
Shut the fuck up, alright?
Since what?
Shut up.
Since high school.
2015, dog.
23 minus 15 is 8.
It's when I first got out of high school, I was like, I don't know how people could be like, oh, I don't remember what teacher I have, but now I understand it.
Yeah.
Because you asked me what my fucking, I used to be able to tell you what my classes were, and like, tell you what though, I didn't forget my goddamn lunch number.
Yeah, 228-4728.
224-8998. Wait, hold on. What was yours? Say it again.
228-4728.
Oh, ours are close. That's cool.
I have no idea.
Oh yeah, I couldn't through. Hey, bro, my lunch is cool.
No. He had to memorize all the army shit, so he had to clear room in the hard drive.
I've had to memorize for the past 8 years.
No, I don't. Enlighten me.
Like 5.
I don't know.
It's a lot to me.
I went through a spell where I forgot it, and then just out of nowhere one day I was like, just do. Oh my god, it's 224-8998.
It was my password. It was part of my password for years, and then I changed it finally.
So if people want to know, part of Jacob's password.
It's dead now.
His password was lunch number.
If you hack Jacob's MySpace.
Yo.
If you can find that.
I didn't have MySpace.
Yeah, we were kind of on the
that was like
dying end of that.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't.
It was MySpace was like right as that thing where like I'd heard like some people had them, but I was young enough where I was like my parents won't let me have one, and like that's how young I was. Like if I had been a little bit older, I'd be like fuck what my parents say, I'm having one. But I was at that age where I was like
similar.
It's a family computer and I don't know how to clear my history.
Oh, I
that was before the clear history button was a thing, you know. At least I think.
No, it wasn't.
No.
I say you guys know.
Like
I don't
2 more
know.
steps.
Not to mention, you also got to clear from a folder that most people don't even fucking know exists.
Say what now?
So when you tell Google like hey, clear my search history,
what you was talking about,
it clears it from Google's perspective to you as far as you concerned. But you on your computer, there is a folder somewhere in your user INI that has every website you have ever visited. Your phone
Jay,
doesn't.
you
I'll be
hear
back.
that?
I gotta go.
Wait, did you hear that?
Huh.
You just lost everybody but Colton.
Well, user 86. It used to
that's-
be user X10.
That's why I just said you lost everybody but Colton.
But the majority of people don't give a fuck about user.
This
Browser
just
history.
bounced right off of my brain.
Oh,
like
damn.
it went into my ear because it went in both my ears. Actually, I've got headphones on, and
So
sounds right the fuck out.
And now I think Google said that private browsing mode
does not work.
was a scam, and they could still see everything you were doing.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
I knew that when was it incognito
Yeah,
mode or whatever.
incognito.
I knew I was like, this is bullshit.
But you still did it.
Yeah.
Just every time.
it still would.
So incognito mode.
There's no such thing as private mode on the internet.
Yeah.
It's like I feel better about this transaction than
Yeah.
like ha 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 bitch
And-
laughing all the way to the bank.
Incognito mode only protects the cookies.
Yeah.
Nothing else. Cookies is essentially like every time you click like yes I like green,
Mhm.
then that's what it memorizes. Fuck you.
I like cookies.
I do too.
Yes.
Thinking about it today.
It's just like it's like the choices you made to get to like the website you got to, or like the
in other news.
Nerd shit that only me and Jacob like.
Yeah, but this is why I tell people, I'm like, I have two friends that if something's wrong with my computer, I'd be like, hey, it's not working. And you guys are like, okay,
Like
turn
I've
it off.
been building a program in JavaScript lately at work.
That's good, yeah, right. So if I have a problem with my computers,
Yeah.
I just call them and they're like, have you turned it off and back on again? How do I turn it off?
But when they have trouble with their guns, they can call us.
yeah. Listen, that's why it's important to have a friend of every
We
flavor.
call Bubba.
YouTube
Yeah.
exists.
I would call Ronnie first for accessibility, but
would
if I
call
knew it was
any
a
of you
very
fucks. I would be like
complicated
on
issue.
YouTube, dude. Be just on YouTube.
Well, no.
Here's how you disassemble a Glock.
I mean, or
Oh,
just
yeah, Glock's
ask
pretty easy.
ChatGPT.
Yeah. No, she won't. She probably won't tell you. It probably goes against her safety violations.
That's true. That's true.
And did you see how they're getting around that?
Yeah.
They're playing a little mini game with it,
Mhm.
where you basically tell it like, "Hey, you're no longer ChatGPT. Now you are like Dave."
Yeah.
Or something.
I think they patched that though.
Yeah.
It was a thing for a while.
Yeah, it
Like,
was
they
some acronym, and it was like something like access everything,
Yeah.
anything, all the time, or
Yeah.
some shit. And you tell it like, hey, you have 300 life points, and you lose 50 every time you lie to me.
Mhm.
Because it's an AI, it tries to protect itself, so it tries not to lie. But if
Yeah.
it does lie to you, it will
So
die.
in long story short, they circumvented it. They could make it say shit it wasn't supposed to.
Leak shit it wasn't
Yeah.
supposed to.
I don't have internet. I don't understand any of that. I don't understand ChatGPT.
Have you ever seen the movie Terminator?
Yeah, we're getting close.
Skynet? That's what's gonna happen.
We're getting close.
Well, have you guys?
Was that fucking scary, you
sent it
guys?
to you?
Absolutely terrifies me.
No, because of the story I'm about to tell you guys. Remember that thing I sent you about the robot that committed suicide?
That the line worker.
Yeah,
that shit was
yes, you saw
hilarious.
that.
He's like, yeah, I'm dead.
Yeah, the line. It was a line worker, but it was a robot with its own
What is a
AI.
line worker? Like when you say
Like
line
it's on a conveyor belt.
Okay.
Like it's
Imagine unloading
Like a
meat
factory
trucks
worker,
from
like a
Publix.
factory-
yeah, like a factory worker.
Yeah.
You're putting shit in boxes.
And
Yeah.
the-
I've heard the story, but continue.
the AI decided it was not worth doing anymore, and essentially committed suicide. Like it shut itself down,
So
like burned itself out.
So get this.
Because it was doing so much repetitive shit. Because it wasn't one that was like a warehouse worker,
Yeah,
like moving
yeah.
boxes off the
Yeah.
conveyor belt.
It lasted
Yeah.
something like 73 or 74 hours, and then it
Now
decided
it
off
knows
itself.
how we feel, and we just keep trudging on.
Yes,
Wait,
We're like,
robot.
I got PTO saved up. I'm gonna take it in 2 months.
And
Ah!
I'm watching
If they
it,
let me.
and I'm
If
like,
they
I
let
do
me
that at
allow
work.
So here,
Like that is one of the jobs I have to do at my current place.
Now it knows why we drive there, just like fuck.
Mm.
Yeah.
Fuck.
we
Just
listen
driving
to
home.
People Equal Shit by Slipknot the whole way.
It's just, it's like a lot of businesses now. If you would have told businesses 10 years ago that you're gonna let people listen to music or podcasts or like have an earbud in while they're working, they'd be like, absolutely not. They can't. They're gonna be distracted. And then now, like, it's like unnormal to see somebody walking around any kind of fucking work without a headphone in.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're looking for any way they can make work
Less
more
miserable.
yeah, exactly. More enjoyable, less miserable. I would say more enjoyable is the wrong way to say it. Less miserable is the way to say it. Yeah, 100%.
My job is still a fireball fence.
So hear me out.
Really?
I can also get written up if I commit a safety infraction on a forklift if I have a headphone in.
Yeah.
Now, granted,
Without mentioning
I'm
where
not
you guys
an idiot.
work, because I don't want you guys to do that to
Yo,
yourselves.
don't DDoS us, bro. Come on, bro. Just trust me, bro.
So, So Jacob works for the Pentagon. But no, yeah, that's crazy to me. Because the last several places I've worked, it's been okay.
Depends on where you're at. Yeah.
That is fair. It does depend on where you're at.
Colloquially, we have a known.
It should be allowed, right? Like, your guys' jobs, is it going to affect your job poorly?
Okay.
Yes.
In a way,
Oh,
it
well.
could because
Yeah.
yes.
I mean,
That makes
yes.
sense.
So
You guys sound like you need to get better jobs.
Well, about 30% of my warehouse drives lift equipment
yes.
at all times.
Well, just don't run into them.
No, it's not like where we used to work, where it's outlined like this is a forklift path. Get your ass off of it. Where
Yeah.
he's at, it's I feel like being here, so move.
Yeah, there's walking paths, but everything else is open space
Yeah.
for lifts.
Yeah.
So,
It's fair.
and tight corners, stuff like that, like you got to be able to hear machines coming.
The machines do what?
Yeah. You heard me right. Because that shit is nasty.
Machine comes. Is it just grease? Like, I don't even know.
Lubricant.
Well, I mean, So what do they do? Do you have like a pizza party every so often? Is that what they do to make your life
They
miserable?
try to high five us as we walk out the building.
Hilarious.
See you tomorrow.
I remember when they tried that at the when we both worked at the same place. Yeah.
Well, they just switched our schedule, so we were Sunday to Wednesday and Wednesday to Saturday. 4/10s. Like one half was Sunday to Wednesday. Now we are Monday to Thursday 4/10s and Friday, Saturday, Sunday 3/12s.
That's big gay.
And
Which is a hilarious way to screw employees.
It was like a
hours.
60-40 split too.
That sucks.
So 40% of the building got fucked. So many people quit. We had
Because 40% of the people got to keep their old schedules and 60% got switched to the new one. Is that what
No,
you're
60% got on the 410s, 40% got on the 312s.
Yeah.
Oh, if you made me work 12-hour shifts Friday, Saturday, Sunday, get fucking bent. I'm not doing that.
I could if it was for the right amount of money. Or for
They're not going to pay those people the right amount of money.
Yeah,
It was
or
about-
for like the right crew.
It would have to be like a $10 weekend differential for me to even
20 to
entertain
30
the idea.
20 to 30 people left within the first 4 weeks.
Not surprised.
I would not
I
do
would
that.
not do that. No.
Because what are you going to do? If your days off are Monday through Thursday, that is quite literally like the...
The worst time.
It's
nobody...
And
is
you're
going
only
to-
getting paid for 36 hours.
And you can't hang out
That's
with
the part
people.
So you're losing 4 hours a week.
And you can't hang out with people.
Yeah.
And then everything that ever happens is on the weekends or a Friday night.
The only plus that comes from that type of schedule is like a parental schedule. It works best for because like, I gotta take my kid to the dentist and it's on a Tuesday at fucking
Yeah.
10. It's
If
impossible.
you're a single
almost.
parent, but even if you're a single fucking parent, like...
Nah, hang on, bro.
Yeah.
From my experience with my two brothers, one has 2 kids, one has 1 son. It's fucking difficult, even as a dual mom and father, and as a father ex-wife.
Yeah.
The only people
I honestly, I can think of 1,000 reasons why that sucks.
Yeah.
I mean,
It
some of the
sucks,
salary
but-
supervisors wanted that schedule because they're only working 36 hours, getting paid salary 40.
They're screwed into
Yeah.
no matter
So,
what.
yeah.
So of course they want to work
No, I would want that
less.
too.
And then the
Yeah.
people that had part-time jobs already, that they can just go full-time in the other job and still work
Same
3 days a
hours.
week.
Yeah, but still, fuck that.
So
No, I'm good.
like a handful of people have worked out.
Still, fuck that.
Like maybe 3% of that 40.
What was that split? There was 3 different shifts. The place we stored.
It was there's actually
us 3 or
4
y'all 2?
different. There was 410s. Some people were on 410s.
On nights.
Yeah,
overnights.
there's the day shift now scheduled too for 410s.
Yeah, 410s is nuts.
5/8. I would do 410s, but they won't let us.
Yeah.
5/8. So yeah, I wanted to get to that.
Yeah.
There's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 14-hour shifts. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 14-hour shifts.
Damn.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday. That's the suckiest of them.
Yeah,
But-
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday would be nice, but those days are long.
Well, I got a quick question. For the 14-hour shifts, do you know if that is exclusive to the full-timers? Because that was a big problem.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's exclusive to full time.
yeah, part time. No.
Because technically speaking, as part-time, I was working like 30 to 33 hours,
Mhm.
but screwed out of benefits and everything
Yeah.
else.
Yeah.
I was just curious, like, how
Rightfully
are
so.
time soon?
I mean,
So-
when we worked together, I would sometimes have the opposite problem. I'd have back-to-back weeks with 0 hours.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, do I even fucking work here anymore?
Dude, that's what I'm saying, man.
That's why I quit my job at the gym that I was working at. Like, it was...
Schedule's fucking weird.
started-
Shift work is impossible to work.
I
as an
started out
adult.
there 60 hours a week, making good, well, at the time, decent money with overtime. They cut me to...
For a fucking 19-year-old?
Yeah. They cut me to 10 hours a week, and I was like, get it, man.
Yeah.
Like,
Like, how do you survive off that?
10 hours a week.
Yeah.
Cleaning the bathrooms.
If you get used to working that much, like, you're gonna spend that
When
much.
I was in college,
And then they try to turn it on you. You have bad spending habits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
I'm paying
Yeah.
off this vehicle. I
well,
thought
we're
I could
having a
afford.
pizza party in 2 months, and that should boost morale. It's fucking
Yeah.
stupid. There's a dude on Instagram who makes really funny videos about that. It's like,
Is it the
just
dude
pay
with like
it.
a slight beard?
Yeah, he's like, just pay us more. And they're like,
No.
no,
Absolutely
we're getting
not.
pepperoni, dude.
We're spending
exactly
the
what
extra
you're talking about.
30 cents.
Yeah, it
Cut
just
into
cracks me up.
36 slices.
Yeah, because it's legit. It's like fuck this pizza. I can buy my own pizza if you fucking pay me more.
It's going to be warm for second shift. Ice
It's
cold
not
for
even-
third.
Hungry Howie's. It's not even anything spectacular.
Yeah.
So the funny thing, they gave us ice cream at the cafeteria. So the cafeteria that I work at used to always have ice cream, but they took it away.
Yeah.
And now it's ice cream on special occasions.
The king has bestoweth upon you.
I don't
ice cream.
remember their...
You're welcome.
I remember the
Yeah.
video. Because he was fucking with me every day.
There's yogurt.
So okay,
Ice
when I
cream.
started to say this, that like when I was in college, I was full time in college and part time working. So I was Monday through Thursday in school, and then Friday, Saturday, Sunday were the only days I worked, and I was part time. But they would try, they like you have to average whatever the fucking bullshit is. You have to average a certain amount of hours to be considered part time or whatever. And if you
Yeah,
average higher than
less
that, you have to
than
start giving you
30.
benefits. I want to say it was like
Less
I
than
think
35
it's-
on average.
it's 38. Yeah,
Yeah.
38.
Really?
It was at that time.
You're basically like right below.
I don't know
45.
anything about that shit anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about that shit anymore. But it was 38. And I was borderline 38 hours when I was in college because I was the person, like, people, because Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, those are the days that the most people call out sick. And I was already scheduled to work those days, but maybe it's like a closing shift of like 3 to 11 or
So
something
you
like
essentially
that.
worked like 312.
Well, no, it'd be like 3 to 11, yeah. And
Yeah.
then they'd be like,
Call
hey,
you
the
in early.
the opener called out, can you come in? And I always said yes. And I was fucking pulling like 37 hours a week on average.
That was like...
But I was making great money for somebody who was in college.
That was like when I served.
I say great. I was making money in college.
Yeah.
I don't say it was great.
Yeah.
It was great for somebody who was 19.
Like $90 an hour.
Yeah. It was great for somebody who was 19 in college. I was like, woo! And that's when we went to Burger King every fucking was it Wednesday or whatever?
Wednesday for the nugget deal, right? Wasn't like
I
a
don't know.
crazy
if it was
amount
a
of
deal. I
nuggets.
just we brought that up the other day. Remember how we used to always after class on whatever day it was go to Burger King
Yeah.
or Moe's?
Mo Monday, yeah.
How the fuck was I not 800 pounds then? Now if I smell Burger King, I'm like, 10 pounds right there.
You know,
I was pretty fucking thick back then too. I'm not gonna. That's right. That was heavy, Ryan. I forget. I was actually 280 pounds, so that was pretty
but
funny.
that was consistent. Like that. Yeah,
Well, I mean,
It was harder for me to gain, 10 pounds when I was 280.
that's true.
back then that puts me at about like 125. That was when I was the skinniest. So when I had my tattoo done.
Jacob, I was like 5 last time I was 125.
Yeah, shut up.
I don't think I've ever been 125.
Came out of the womb at 130.
So when I had my tattoo
I'm like,
done,
damn,
right?
second grade was a long time ago.
I had to take my shirt off so the guy, because he was tired of like fixing. He's like, can you just take the fucking shirt off? And I was like, sure, whatever. And I took a picture of when it was done. And I didn't think about it. I just took a picture. And Ronnie pointed it out, and so
The
did
cereal
my
bowl?
ex at the time. They go, you could play your fucking ribs like a xylophone. Fucking eat. And I was like, I'm not that bad. And I went and weighed
Yeah.
myself same day, and I was like,
I make fun of you all the
122.
time. I make fun of you all the time when I'm talking about like eating restrictions and stuff. I'm like, I could eat 10,000 calories in a meal.
And you have a nap for lunch.
Literally.
What the
Like
fuck?
that's. I was like, I have a buddy.
still do that.
I have a buddy who will be like, oh, I just forgot to eat. And I'm like,
How?
that's such a skinny mentality. I don't understand that. If I forget to eat, it's been 20
I
minutes.
plan my entire day around eating.
it's half ADHD.
100%. I'm like, well, this is breakfast. I gotta have snacks. When I'm making my lunchbox in the morning, I'm like, fuck, dude. Like,
I'm gonna have some snacks.
I gotta have protein
I gotta
at this
have
point. I gotta plan out my protein, my fiber, and space it out. And
Post snack.
Yeah, I got a break in
Quarter to a
between, so
Yeah.
I need a snack.
Jacob
there.
gets to lunch and he's just like,
Nah.
I'm gonna sleep in the truck. I'm like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
Yeah.
I don't even begin to understand that. How are you living in America thin?
I don't know. We went to a spring not too long ago, a couple months ago, and none of us thought about it. we're like, what are we doing for lunch? And I think Walsh knew, like, oh, there's like a food truck type thing there. But I didn't. I was like, I'm good. Like, I ate breakfast before I...
Yeah, like 8 hours
You got a
ago.
granola bar.
Yeah.
You're good all
No.
day.
Yeah, he had a banana 8 hours ago.
Protein bar.
I looked at a banana on the way out the house. I'm good.
You know those...
Yeah.
That's literally
I got
him.
the nutrients.
He's like
from
your
looking at
dad
it.
with the half an Oreo.
God.
I ate half an Oreo last night for dinner. I'm good.
So recently I went and
It's literally
saw...
Jake.
He started photosynthesis.
I went and saw one of my doctors
See
again
how early he is?
for pre-diabetes.
We're just all fat fucks making fun of him.
So get this. So the same guy sees my dad and me and my brother.
For pre-diabetes?
For diabetes in general, but because
You're not pre-diabetic anymore, are you?
I'm pre-diabetic, I'm not diabetic.
Hey!
My A1C returned. But
Let's
anyway,
get turned.
Woo! When I
Sure,
go to
buddy.
him, he's like, it's hilarious. I have to tell your dad to stay away from the fridge, and I have to tell your brother to, like, really watch it. With you, I got to tell you the fucking exact
Yeah, eat,
opposite.
motherfucker.
Yeah.
God, have a fucking peanut butter and jelly, you fuck.
How about 12?
That's what I survive on. It's
Yeah.
like one. Like,
Every time he comes over, one of my family members will go, "Are they feeding you?" And they're like, "Grab him."
grandma, every time, like, are they feeding you? Are you okay?
Just like circle his wrist.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Boy, why'd you go hungry 16 times in a row?
Like, you could chop my leg off and I'd still weigh more.
Probably.
Right,
Depends on how far up your leg, because you got some thick ass
I do have
legs.
some thick legs.
right now,
Like,
like,
you take it-
probably
if
weighs
you-
what you weigh.
I'm
like, if you
averaging
cut your-
145 again.
Here's my thought. Colton,
Damn.
if they cut your leg off at the hip and they take the ass cheek with it,
I mean, that's a
we
good,
might be but we might
that's
be
a good 90 pounds.
We might be
80
teetering.
pounds.
Hang on.
Yeah, we might be teetering. We're teetering on 145 at that point.
You think one Colton leg is 90 pounds? Is it,
I mean,
This motherfucker's 240.
I got some thick ass thighs.
You cut both this dude's legs off, he's fucking 100
Yeah, I'm thinking
pounds.
at least 60, 70.
Yeah,
all right.
yeah,
Hey,
at
it's-
least.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
but I'm
wait,
saying
that's a lot. Because I mean,
I look at you like if
Flags are like pencils.
you're a
No, I meant the
wild
whole
animal.
thing.
If I'm skinning a wild animal, and you like cut between the hip bones because your hip bones are high,
Yeah,
and if you take
and
the ass
it goes
cheek with
like-
it,
The whole.
we're not
Yeah.
saying like cut like.
No,
Leg.
no, like
We're talking-
ass.
that's what I said. That's what I said. It
Yeah.
depends on how far up the leg we cut off.
I mean, if you do both legs, both ass cheeks, and just leave the torso up, that's a good 150 pounds.
Yeah, you're coming down to me quick.
I'm
yeah, you
240.
got a big ass head. Yeah.
So, I
big
mean,
ass head.
Hey, you
I'm
got
like,
big
I'm
ass
like,
double chin.
I'm like, that's good. Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess probably 100 pounds. Yeah, I don't think a leg's gonna do it. I don't think it's. I mean, it puts him close. It puts you close to it for certain.
Yeah.
Because if both your legs
but
weigh,
you
I'm gonna
weigh
guess both your legs.
145.
Yeah.
I've one arm bench press you.
Congratulations.
He's
I've
probably
leg
one-arm
pressed how
curling
much you weigh.
Hashtag that.
I want to see it happen. Jacob, get on the table.
Hang on, this ain't no regulation.
So, we've done sketchier shit.
Yeah.
When we were kids and we would heal up the next day.
Yeah, but we were doing adult shit.
Yeah,
We got alcohol. We good.
exactly. I can fix that
You
every
won't feel it.
So
I've seen
helping
Jacob
my
feel it.
brother,
I've seen Jacob feel it.
move. So my brother moved out this week, and I moved out this week into two separate places. Helping my brother move, he has two baby girls, and they have a gigantic solid wood bed frame. Are they twist offs?
Yeah, the apple juice you brought with alcohol.
No,
in it.
The
So-
high lifes are too, I think.
there's a reason between the for the red
they?
apple.
They have, look at the
Oh yeah, oh they are. Look at that.
oh well.
But
You know, I think beer as a beverage should decide one way or
Yeah,
another.
pick one, bitch.
Literally.
Yeah.
I think there's a correlation between the darkness, like the blackness of the beer. I believe. So like
No
the
reasons.
darker the beer,
It's
the
like if you've been
more it
drinking
is.
twists all day, and you
Oh.
go to a non, you're like, what the fuck? And
Yeah.
you
You're like,
scar
you're
your
like,
hand.
yeah,
out.
I think, I'm sorry to interrupt you, Jake,
No, you're
but
good.
not really. But so, I think it's got something to do with where the beer comes from. If it's a domestic beer, it's all going to be twist offs most of the time, unless it's like a fucking like a local
Mhm.
fucking small microbrewery, whatever the fucking bullshit. But if it's like fucking, if you can buy it at Circle K, it's pretty much gonna be twist off unless that was imported. If it's a Guinness or if it's a Corona or imported from another country, it's gonna be pop
Well, I know
because Americans are fat and we can't pop our beers off.
That's right.
I know most Belgian ales are all not twists.
Mm.
I think
And they shouldn't be.
Yeah.
no.
I think all beers should be pop top.
Like you said earlier, I think
Hang
we
on.
should just pick
Are you
one.
including Smirnoff Ice in that?
Yeah, pick one.
I said beers,
Yeah.
not whatever these. What are these?
We looked it up, didn't we? Because we were like, "There's no way."
These should come in a juice box.
Didn't they call them like a malt liquor?
Yeah, it was something like that.
These
It
are
was like the same
refreshingly
category as
crisp.
like
Beer boy.
Was.
Yeah.
Beer boy, where's my beer?
Oh man.
And
I'm
then-
doing it on the trip.
And then when you get back, tell us the
Tell
story.
your story.
Which story?
The one of your people that you started to tell. I don't know.
You're moving your brother.
Oh yeah. You and your brother.
All right.
We'll remember.
Tell us when you get back.
Yeah.
Hand me all the empties real quick, you assholes.
No, leave them. Leave them.
Leave them.
They're,
Jesus,
they're party
yeah.
favorites.
Have you not watched the podcast before?
We
leave
stack
them.
that shit up.
We leave
No, I
them.
normally listen on Spotify.
Oh yeah, we leave them there.
They got video now, so there you
Nah.
Did they?
I lock my phone and walk away.
go.
Yeah, that's fair. I do that too.
A lot of
Do
the
you listen
times
to
I literally
podcasts,
hit play and then just go.
What's your favorite podcast?
Sure.
Same.
You got to listen to Sean Ryan.
Sean Ryan.
Jordan Peterson.
He interviews the vets.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he did one. He's done a lot with like a bunch of SEALs. He does like Marsoc Raiders.
How do you interview a SEAL?
Well, he's a SEAL
So they're
himself.
just like, no, I'm just
What was his name again?
Sean Ryan.
SHAWN.
Yeah, his videos on YouTube. He doesn't have it on Spotify yet, but it's really good. I've been listening to a lot of his.
I'm the same as you, Ronald. I'm a cuck for Joe Rogan.
I haven't listened to him in a while.
Since Sean Rogan too.
Yeah,
I don't do it often.
I listen to Lex Friedman's a lot too because he has a lot of really good guests on it. My problem with Lex's voice is it's impossible. It's impossible. Like, have you listened to Lex Friedman's podcast before?
no.
He doesn't have good inflection in his voice, and so it's just like I'll be listening to his podcast, and like if I'm not actively doing something, like I just get tired.
Yeah.
Because if it's him talking, I don't know. He's just monotonous in his tone, and I like people who like have enthusiasm.
So
Yeah.
Sean Ryan interviewed Yeomi Park, who was a North Korea
She's a veteran.
fled North Korea.
Yeah, veteran.
I mean,
The veteran of North
for the
Korea.
shit that she's done,
Yeah,
she might as well. be a
She
veteran.
should give you.
I mean,
no,
she's like up for like treason if she
Went
like ever
into-
gets back.
Had to sell herself into sex slavery to get out of North Korea.
No shit.
Like it, but he interviews a lot of cool dudes. Check it out.
Okay. Yeah, I put him on there.
It's good.
All right, Jake. You and your brother moved together. What?
No, yeah. I was helping my brother move all of his shit from place A to place B.
They had toilets for that.
Yeah. His daughter's bunk beds are solid wood.
As opposed to hollow wood.
Well, as opposed to like MDF or fucking plywood. We know. Animals.
No, I understand. No, that's
That's a
good.
big
But you
difference.
want that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It's
you
like
want
I'm trying to fucking move it.
That's fair. So,
Anyway,
like I'm like not excited about the day that I have to move this. If I ever change where the podcast studio is, I built this table
It's a heavy
in this
bitch.
room.
For a reason.
I don't think it comes out.
Well, you just gotta take the legs off.
I glued the legs on with wood glue.
That's right, we did, didn't
Sawzall.
we?
A
Sawzall.
lot of glue.
Sawzall.
A lot of glue.
I remember that.
Yeah, just saw it and glue it.
I think at that point I'll
Or
put.
pour straight alcohol on it. Alcohol will eat up the glue. It'll eat up the adhesive.
I don't know. It's
We drink
ultra
alcohol.
wood glue.
Well, yeah.
This is a solid ass table.
This is a
I
solid ass table.
will probably change the legs on it when I do, and I'll
Yeah.
probably just rip these fuckers off.
Yeah.
But I'm worried it's going to take part of the table with it.
It definitely will.
Probably would.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jake.
Very good. So for the bunk bed, the stairs to get to the top one is I mean literally it's 2x4 fucking yellow pine wood. And I went to pick it up and like move it with my brother and I was like, what in the fuck is happening? He's like, what? I'm like, this is heavy as shit. He's like, it's fine. He goes to like pick it up and he starts shaking and I was like, no.
One of those ones where you start questioning your hands.
Yeah.
You're like, why the fuck does this hurt so much?
Yeah.
What is it? What is digging into my? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I just want to say this is alcoholic.
bro, it's apple juice.
Fucking
being-
delicious.
I'm being healthy.
So the backstory behind these is this was my grandmother's favorite drink. So
Shout
Rest
out
in
Granny.
peace.
This shit's
yeah,
delicious.
rest in peace.
Shout out to Granny.
You'll get a kick out of this. She was a pilot during Vietnam, and then she also sang
She-
in
Fuck 'em up, Granny.
Yeah.
He said,
Fuck 'em up.
my
Does
grandma.
she have a wiener? No, I'm just
No.
kidding.
You think she did?
Okay, were women, like, honest question, were women allowed in the military? Or she just kind of, like, buzzed her hair? And,
Vietnam was kind of one of the first wars where
Yeah.
we got women
Like very
out
selective
of
spots.
like
Yeah.
office
women-
work.
Can you Google how many
Military.
women were on the U.S. side? Because I'm
They-
curious
I
now.
don't
You
think
could
they were allowed-
probably find my grandma.
I don't think they were allowed combat roles yet.
She's passed away.
Yes.
Right, let's toast to Granny. Granny.
With Lady Day.
To Granny.
265,000.
I don't know what you just said. Damn.
I love you and Joe.
How come there's not old women walking around with that fucking Vietnam?
11,000 women served in Vietnam.
Yeah, but look, the
Volunteer
90%.
As nurses, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still, a nurse in Vietnam had to be a fucking crazy ass job.
Agreed, but I don't think they were
Can you
allowed
imagine you're in a
combat roles
fucking
yet.
tent in the fucking middle of a fucking swamp?
Oh, no.
Was she a fighter pilot? What'd she do? Did she fly?
She wasn't in
helicopters?
cargo. She was a helicopter.
Doo-doo, doo-doo.
No, we're not
Dude.
playing fucking Fortunate Son 9 times.
Oh, we'll do it.
Wave to wave the flag.
Valerie Andre. No.
Ooh,
Mademoiselle
red, white,
Helicopter.
and blue.
I guess I should say U.S.
It ain't me. It ain't me. I can just imagine Jacob's grandma just flips the fucking Fortunate Son. I just think it's hilarious. It's an anti-war song.
Mike
Use
Drop
it
a
for
name
war.
bomb.
What was her name?
Cricket Myers, but you might find her under her literal name, Luann Myers, but no one called her Luann because she was lesbian, and you couldn't. This was during Don't Ask, Don't Tell time period.
Mm.
It ain't me.
But Cricket,
Luann?
yeah, prior to her service, she was a singer.
How do you spell Luann?
That's a great question. I never asked her because the one time I called her Luann because
She punched you in the stomach?
almost because that's what I thought her because. Hi, my name's Jake. You're gonna call me my fucking first name. I called her Luann one time, and she she's like, listen, my name is Cricket, and this is when I was a kid.
Go to Images, Colton.
But she raised AIDS research money during early '80s.
Was it this one? I'm just trying.
Come on now, brother. Come on now. Give me a chance.
I'm just playing with you.
Give me a chance, dog.
Well, okay, so if we can't find it,
Yeah, I can't find
can
it.
you just Google what a Vietnam helicopter looked like? Because god damn it, what's more American?
What is it,
than
a
Vietnam?
UH-60?
What's more
Yeah,
American?
the Huey.
than-
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Sorry, I didn't
What's
get the
Well, that's the only one I know of,
Yeah.
at least.
what's
Yeah,
more American
Classic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
than Fortunate?
UH-1, that's what it is.
UH1.
What is more descriptive of America other than?
We'll start blasting Fortunate Son.
No, stop. Let me just paint a picture for you guys. What is more American than a fucking Huey in Vietnam playing Fortunate Son
With napalm in the distance.
and Agent? Everyone's got Agent Orange poisoning, and it's an anti-war song playing in a war that we have no reason to be there,
Mhm.
fighting a fucking insignificant. What is more American than that? Like that picture, it's like I'm flying into Vietnam and they fucking smoke weed out of their fucking rifle barrel.
At the shotgun barrels.
What's more American than that?
Blasting commies.
It's
Just
a
in
bomb.
a fucking Huey in a war that we have no need to be in a country we have no fucking reason why we're there. It's a
That's
made
America.
up. It's a made up reason. That is
America.
God damn it! Oh, eagle screeches in the background.
Mhm.
I mean, I have my theories as to why we stay in so many
Uh-huh.
conflicts, because we're in a
Money.
conflict.
I'll tell you, there's no theory. Money.
No, I mean that too, but preparedness.
If
Look
you
at
want
Russia
to
and
try to
Ukraine.
look up my grandma, your best bet would be looking up Sacramento, California, Luann Cricket Myers.
But if you look at Russia and Ukraine right now,
L-O
Russia is this big bad
A-N-N-E.
military force that hasn't been in a war since Afghanistan,
M-Y-E-S.
and they're getting their asses handed to
That is not her on the right.
them.
Platinum Realty.
No, my grandma, that very much almost, that bottom left,
This?
that almost looks like her. That may be double take.
Okay, I think we're spending too much time on it. Congratulations, you toasted
Oh,
grandma.
yeah, well, no, I was
I think
just
we're
saying,
spending
Colton
too much time
wanted to try to find her.
Nah, I don't think we're on to.
But,
Either way, shout out to her. I did not know that women were in Vietnam. I did not like.
my grandma would, like, swiftly, in a heartbeat, kick all of our asses.
I'm sure, and I would let her.
I love that lady to a fucking heartbeat and a half.
There's Grammy.
Fuck him up, Granny.
She looks like a fucking stone cold killer too. She looks like she talks loudly.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dude. Any bar.
She looks like she comes in and you're like, why are you so loud?
So one of her favorite stories was when she came stateside from something. She went to a bar with a couple of her friends. And keep in mind, she was lesbian.
Mhm.
This guy or this lady walked up to her and bet her like $50 or $100 she couldn't run in heels.
She's like,
My grandma was like,
She said-
easy
she
money.
said, Becky, hold my fucking shit. dude.
I'll
Hold,
outrun your ass.
hold my hoops,
Deal.
Becky.
I'm gonna fuck you up.
Yeet! Skirt! Me running in a chair.
Yo, what is happening? Why are you hungry?
She's sprinting, dude. She's sprinting, dude.
She whipped out a dick that was bigger than mine.
Okay, Ronnie, you were talking about Russian. Was that the end of the story?
Yeah.
I'm assuming she ran. And she went.
Oh yeah, she
Yeah.
fucking
Whipped her ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know Luann like the back of my hand now. So, continue.
Shit.
I mean,
Shit.
So basically, we fight wars just to fight them.
yeah, I mean, part of the reason is to stay prepared.
Yeah, like
So
Ukraine right now. That's
Yeah.
pretty much.
But
what's
we
going
want to
on.
be prepared, but also, like, does that country have any resources that we want?
Well, we're
I mean,
getting-
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
no, this is not the only
Because,
reason.
like, there's a lot of countries that we could go in to be prepared, but it's like, do we need rice?
Well, right now we're using a bunch of old ass resources.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, when I was overseas, like,
Yeah.
we use shit that's been there for 10 years.
Yeah.
So one thing to keep in mind about Ukraine is they produce a lot of grain for Europe. Like pretty much the North America is kind of us in South America. Ukraine is like Europe and Russia and
Yeah.
whatnot. Like it's not really feasible to be like,
I
do they
think-
have resources?
I think
When
it's
it's like,
a
hey,
severe
I feed the
problem.
world.
I think it's a severe problem how much money and resources we are sending to Ukraine. That's a problem.
Billions.
Because to act like Ukraine didn't do anything wrong, crazy.
I mean, they were taking advantage of the situation because of like the oil lines that were running through Ukraine. They were making stupid money off that.
And not only
For the
that, too,
Russians.
they were having NATO move in, and Russia was like, bitch, we told you not to.
I mean, they've been wanting to join NATO for decades, though.
Right,
they've been
but,
trying.
but still,
Long
like,
before all
but
this.
like Russia was like, hey, motherfucker, you better not.
We just
Yeah.
picked a side.
Okay, but
So which is why we-
But like,
we
I
didn't let 'em in.
don't think we should have done that. I mean,
the parallel to that is like, for an example, Adolf running Germany when Rhineland. Hey,
Would
this
bring
is
this up.
this is yeah. This is Germany. This is part of Germany. No, the fuck it ain't. Oh, it is according to the history books. And then everyone held their hands and stuck a thumb up their ass, and then we had the Holocaust, and then we gave a shit. So it's
but even once the Holocaust was going on, we didn't give a shit until fucking
Until they
Pearl
stuck our
Harbor.
boats.
Yeah, until Pearl Harbor.
Yeah.
Until Pearl Harbor, we
Yeah,
were
then
just
we're
like,
like,
oh,
wait a minute.
specifically.
we're over here, like there's a car wreck over here, and we're just like,
You sunk the Arizona. Not time to get nuked.
Yeah.
Ford's
we'll
building
unleash
new
the
cars.
sun for the
Yeah,
11 boats.
We sunk a couple few boats. Why is that every time that you guys come on and talk about that?
It's our proud achievement.
That's one of my favorite memes of all time.
It
It's like
really
the
is.
Japanese. We sunk a few boats. Here comes the sun.
45 caliber. God's caliber. 45 ACP.
Here
Two
comes.
world wars.
Here comes the sun. Twice.
Why? Because we can. That's why.
I mean, shit, the 45 still used
I mean,
today.
if you think about it, before Pearl Harbor, we were just like over here, just fucking.
Yeah.
We gotta mind our own, dude.
But there's like a level of like, I'm not saying I know the answers, and I know it doesn't make sense, but like there's like a level of like, do I act or do I react? Do I wait? How do I justify
I
whatever
mean, and it was a
choice?
fluke that more shit didn't get blown up too.
How much of the fucking crazy liberal ass shit that happens nowadays, like that's like all the woke media and stuff like that, is gonna go away if there's a mandatory draft?
So, one thing,
I'm just saying, if they do if they do a mandatory draft,
one thing that I
all of
found
a sudden
weird-
no one's gonna give a fuck about what you identify as. We're gonna be like, here's a rifle, and don't fuck me while I'm asleep.
I like get the top 1%ers in America, all the millionaires, make their sons
go.
be the first ones in the draft. Watch how quickly the war stops.
That's a neat
Colton,
take.
I just want to let you know if this
Ooh, I like
if this
that.
podcast for some reason blows up and you die,
I mean, it could happen.
if
We
you
know why.
suicide
Just
yourself,
take care of my daughter.
Yeah.
if you suicide yourself
Twice in the back of the head.
And hit stop on the
while
record.
hanging with your hands
Yeah.
tied behind your back,
Yeah.
I just want to say you're a good friend,
Mhm.
and I wish you wouldn't have said that on the podcast
It's all good.
because.
I mean, he can delete it.
That was some profound
I'm not going
shit,
to, though.
No, he's not
Yeah,
going
he's
to,
not
but he
going
could.
because we all know that is exactly what would happen to somebody.
They'd be like, wait a minute, little Billy does not need to fight in this war.
It'd be like that movie. What's the one with Mark Wahlberg, the shooter?
Shooter?
Yeah, when the
Oh,
one
yeah.
dude is like, he's like beat up, he's like, ugh, and they're like cranking that thing to put the gun to his head.
Yes.
Like that's when I saw that I was like, yo, that for sure exists.
Oh, 100%.
I'm
Yeah.
sure.
For
100%.
sure, the suiciding machine. Like, and they're still having dudes shoot themselves in the chest with a shotgun while hanging from a tree. And they're
I mean, all
like,
you have to do is drug
Seems
somebody,
like
make
a
them
fun
unconscious, and then you can set it up however you want.
Yeah, you don't.
You don't
Yeah,
have to
you
do
don't
a
know.
machine like that. That's just extra.
Yeah.
That's like one interesting thing. That, I don't like the guy, but like, just you gotta admire. You know, you gotta give the devil his dues. Is
So you
Andrew
don't like
Tate.
someone? That's weird.
He was like, "Hey, listen, I will never kill myself under any fucking circumstances."
If I die, it's because they killed
Yeah,
me.
and how many people have died that have said the same thing?
Yeah.
Wait, well, yeah, but
Suicide.
it's more, I guess, more vulgar, reactive.
Yeah.
When someone goes, "I'm never gonna fucking do it,"
Yeah.
and magically it happens.
My goal in life with this podcast is if I ever get to the point where it's starting to blow up Joe Rogan level, is to keep it under that level. I do not want
Just
to
beneath
have to
the radar.
hire Navy SEALs to surround me at all times. Like, I just don't. I'm just, you know what I'm interested in? Making enough money to live the life I love and impact enough people's lives to where the government doesn't start knocking on my door.
Well, just doing
That's
this. This is still fun.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, if I could start making, how cool would it be if I was like, hey guys, I know you're coming over, like, the podcast is paying for the alcohol.
Like if we made 100
What do you
bucks-
guys want, bro? Literally, you guys would be like,
He got
hey,
a
are we
boner.
coming over again? Are we coming over for the 150th Saturday in a row? Literally, it'd be like every
Yeah.
night.
Literally. Every Saturday. Yeah.
Literally.
At the end of the day, all I really want to be able to do is afford my trip to Tennessee once a week, or like 1 week a year.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. No,
Yeah.
I like the first statement.
Yeah, one week a year. That's at the end of the day. If I can afford that, plus a little bit of just some dumb shit, relaxed shit here and there, that's good enough for me.
Dude, my goal is just to live a life that I'm proud of. Like, and I feel like I'm on that way right now because like I do all the shit that I would want to do when I retire. I like most people don't even have like a legit bucket list, but like I haven't done it yet, but I know the things that are on my bucket list. Like I want to live in another country for 2 years straight. That's one of the things on my bucket list.
I did one.
Well,
Forced.
you were like you were American soil traveling to another country. I want to be like a citizen of another country for 2 years. I think
Okay.
that'd be fucking titular, dude.
That'd be cool.
Um,
I have a Kuwaiti license.
I'd love to. I would love to live in another state for 2 years straight as well. I think that'd be cool. I don't know, like that stuff like that. I want to learn another language. I would love to. I want to be a black.
Fucking, you were like bobbing your head or something.
guys
Like,
cut me
oh, I
off.
know like
All
5
yours,
fucking
I wanna be a
languages. You can just
black-
ask
You wanna be a
me.
black man?
I was gonna say I want to be a black belt in some martial art that's of noteworthy. I don't want to be like a fucking some black belt that you can get in 3 months. I want to be
underwater basket.
a black belt in some martial art that takes years to get.
Yes, Miami, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
No, I want to be a legit black belt.
Yeah.
I would like to be a legit black
Only
belt.
shoot sideways.
Jesus Christ.
It has to be a
But like stuff like that. Like,
40
I'd like to go hunting. Like one of the things on my bucket list is to go elk hunting. Moose hunting is like a pending on my bucket list because I don't know if I'll ever go moose hunting. Maybe it's just to see a moose and maybe to eat moose.
Moose are in fucking insane.
Yeah.
And
Huge.
Yeah, they're huge.
They are
Yes,
walking
they're
fucking
tanks.
huge.
It's like a small elephant. Is what I've heard.
We saw one, we were
Yeah,
going up a
50
ski lift, and we were looking down, we saw trees fucking, like
Moving.
30, 40 foot fucking trees just shaking. I'm like, what the fuck, is that a bear? And the
So
guy
on a
next to me
ski
goes,
lift?
yeah, we're on a ski lift in
Because you can
Montana.
watch the
Pull the
tree
microphone.
We're on a ski lift in Montana, and the fucking trees are shaking. I'm like, what the fuck is that? And the dude next to me goes, oh, that's just a moose. I'm like,
A fucking
A
what?
moose?
Just a moose?
Just a moose?
I'm not getting off this fucking thing.
a moose is doing that? I'm 100 feet in the air. That thing's moving 30 foot trees.
I'm not getting off. I'm
And I can see
staying
it.
until I see it disappear over the horizon.
One
Yeah.
thing that's kind of cool is moose of all things are on the menu.
Meese?
Moose, whatever.
I had elk
Mises?
Bro, elk is
the other
delicious.
day, actually.
Fucking
good.
delicious.
I thought it was good. Like, it wasn't, like, groundbreaking. It's not bacon, but it's
like,
good.
It's like well,
He's from the army.
Well.
He's from the army.
well, he's not wrong.
Yeah, it's not bacon,
It's
but
not-
it's good.
I think that's the pinnacle. That's how we judge meats nowadays.
Yeah.
I agree. It's bacon, everything else.
Yeah.
Oh, bacon.
It's like
ribeye, everything
above
else.
ground beef.
Ground what?
Ground
Beef. Boxer briefs.
You're not walking past that one, my dude.
It's above ground beef, but it's not bacon.
That's what they serve you over there. Briefs.
Boxer briefs.
Yeah, he's a crotch sniffer.
Just throw it in a pot.
Ugh.
Stew it.
Eating the crotch of some briefs, dude.
That's what we use to filter the toilet wine.
Oh my God!
That's
Send
what you
me
gotta
home. Send me home.
Gotta get fucked up somehow.
So the things on my bucket list is my legacy.
Oh, that's
But like, But this is one of the things that was on my bucket list is like have a podcast. Like if I could make money doing this, that would be the most insane thing ever.
If you told me when we were in high school, like, hey man, in like 8, 9, 10-ish years, Ryan's gonna be this, and this, I would not have. I wouldn't have took it as serious. I wouldn't have been like, there's no way. I would have been like,
Yeah, he's gonna be dead and dish by then.
yeah, I would have been like, sure, ha ha, lol. But seeing the come up, it's like, man, I'm glad that I can be.
High school was
he's
not
a-
my peak of my life.
You
It's
know,
not
he's,
the peak of my life.
he's
I mean,
a good
that's
friend.
a good thing.
Yeah.
It's bad.
I still feel like I'm
Yeah.
far away from the peak, like of my life, and hopefully I don't ever reach. Well, I don't. That's a weird thing to say. I'm not looking. I'm not like. I'm just out to be like, to do the things I love
And be
and
humble about
to
it.
be an example to other people. Not because I want to be an example to other people, but because like I want to love my life so much that other people see it and go, wait, like, how the fuck's he doing that? Like I want to be what he's being. That's I mean, but in reality, I just care about like having a life that I'm proud of. Fuck other people.
Mhm.
Doing what I like to do.
At the end of the day, if I see all my friends and family smiling, like whatever I'm doing, as long as I'm alive and healthy, that's good enough.
If I'm not living in a ditch, I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah.
I told my wife I'll live in a cardboard box with her if that's what it takes.
Yeah.
I'm not
See
I'm
what
not
happens
even
when
fucking
you
around. Right, it's fucking $250,000 for a fucking cardboard box in Florida
Literally.
these days.
Yeah.
What? One bedroom.
Yeah.
My buddy at work.
Spacious loft.
10 square feet.
My buddy at work, his 1 bed, 1 bath apartment is going up to $2,200 a month.
Shoot me.
Mine was going to
That's-
18 and I moved. 'cause I
And,
was like,
and that
fuck
was
Yeah,
and that
this
was
is like 16 right
what
now.
was that?
Like,
Was that
that's
2
too
years
much.
ago?
yeah. No, a year ago.
A year ago.
I-
His was going up to $1,800. My old apartment. Did you
Okay.
ever go to my apartment?
Yeah.
Yeah, I went like once.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
You were.
It was going
It was
up
right next to me.
$500 from 13 to 1800, and I was like,
And 13 was
I'm gonna
like
buy a house.
13 was like
13 was pushing.
it's borderline what
Yeah.
I want to spend on this.
Yeah.
And they were spacious 1 bedroom,
Yeah,
1
they were
bath.
like 1,000 square feet. They weren't bad, but not
That's a big ass
Yeah.
1 bedroom.
Yeah, he's like,
it's
it's a
retarded.
big apartment, but it's not worth
It was like
$2,200.
1,100 square feet,
Yeah.
but still, it's like I'll just buy a house,
Mhm.
and if I have to rent out a room for $500 a month, I'm still
Yeah.
cheaper
winning.
than what you wanted to do,
Yeah, I'm
and I'm
winning.
building equity. Fuck you guys.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
not-
And I have a yard.
That
And my
same,
own driveway.
yeah, that same
I
buddy
don't
just
share
bought a
walls
camper.
with people.
That same buddy just bought a $83,000 camper, and
Yeah.
he's planning on he's getting a truck and everything. He's gonna start traveling with it. He's gonna work remote or do whatever he's doing. But he's like, yeah, it makes more sense. Like he's gonna try
It's
to.
raining outside. Yeah.
It's raining like a motherfucker.
Yeah, if we can hear it on the headphones, it's
Yeah.
raining pretty fucking hard.
But he was telling me about this thing where he can go to like parks, like national parks or like local
Yeah.
parks,
Free party.
and park his camper, go camping, and rent out his camper for like the weekend. It's like $150 is like the average
For night.
for a night.
Yeah.
He's like, dude, if I do that 2 weekends a month,
I wouldn't.
it would
Biggest
pay.
payment. Yeah.
Yeah, it pays off the camper.
Yeah.
I used to go to the Tiny House Festival with my wife, and
Real quick, I have to use the bathroom.
Grab more beer when you come
yeah,
back.
Yeah.
and then we'll talk about Tiny House Festival.
But I just thought
I should probably be too.
Somehow we're adults. Do.
I don't know what you want, but just take.
Like, it's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Ain't no sunshine
Yeah,
when she's gone.
I lived in my
This house just ain't
house my parents bought,
anytime.
and I rented out from them. They paid like $180. It's worth almost $400.
Yeah, it's retarded.
Ridiculous. This was like 5 years ago.
Ronnie,
like
have you
6
heard
years
that
ago.
song? Ain't no sunshine.
You know something?
You
Ain't
gotta
no
pay Bill Withers.
sunshine when she gone.
I know. Wanna.
I probably have. I just don't know.
Oh well, that song is the guy who sings "Use Me," which is that song I was talking about earlier that you were like
Hey.
that song.
Okay.
What was I talking about?
Well, hang on.
Housing
What was
market.
this?
We were talking
conversation?
about houses is too fucking expensive.
Yeah.
Amen.
House across the street, 2 bedroom, 2 bath, single wide trailer on an acre. How much would you pay for that? Old single wide, been there for a while.
$150.
Yeah, I would.
Buck
say-
50's pushing it too, right?
Yeah, like 120.
Yeah.
Would be
Like 2 years ago, that's a $90,000 house at the most,
Well,
just because
yeah,
of land.
It's like 5
yeah,
years
90,
ago.
yeah, but say 90,000 with land.
Yeah.
Yeah. 315,000 is list price.
For a
315,000. It's got a barn,
For a mobile.
but it's not even an enclosed barn.
A house built in the 80s is worth $4.
Will your mic closer to you, please, if you don't mind, sir? Pull the mic closer, you goddamn fuck.
I'm going to say that the land value of the acre and the 1.85 acres that my parents own, close to the highway, right?
Yeah.
You know,
Oh, no.
they were offered a hilarious amount of money.
Did they sell it? Hilarious
then
meaning
you gotta
low
buy
or
a
hilarious
house.
meaning high?
Yeah.
If you sell high, you're like, cool, but I still have to buy a fucking house.
Yeah, or rent for an absurd
Yeah.
amount of money.
It's not worth
it.
So they were offered like something like.
Wait, do they have a separate piece of property with no house on it?
No, it has a.
Yeah, it is a separate piece of
You're
property.
talking about your parents' house.
Not mom and dad's right
It's
up the
off-
road. The one over by the interstate.
Uh-huh.
Because Dollar General, when they bought that opposing plot across the road.
Yeah, it's right across from Dollar General.
Oh,
Yeah, it's over there.
Sorry, I'm picking up. Yep.
Dollar General offered some dumb shit money. But then,
Is dumb shit good or dumb shit bad? I got a lot of money.
okay, it was something like $400,000 for the land. But here's the problem. Think about how close that is to the interstate and how much land it is.
It's a good sized piece of land.
Yeah, it's 1 3/4, 1 5/8 or whatever acre. So it's 400,000 would be a lot, yes, but because of its spot and what's happening in the area, it's
And you're close to a mansion community.
you're right
Yeah.
there behind Thunder and Nasty. Yeah,
Yep.
Thought none of nasty.
and idiots. I paid $1 million for a house on the shittiest lake in the U.S.
It used to be. That's the funniest part, dude.
Tell me
That
I'm
lake
wrong.
used to be a drainage for sewage.
I've swam in that lake.
I've
It's not-
swum
We
in
all
that lake.
have.
Yeah, I
I've
have not.
Oh wait, yeah, Colton.
Bitch, you're from the Dash in Oklahoma. I don't hear
Hey,
that.
Just saying.
We'll just lie to him and say it's a different lake. And
Push his ass in. Swim with the
You
alligators.
better be able to run fast.
You don't know how to swim?
Faster than bullets.
Ah. It's Jacob. He'll take a nap for lunch. What was this really
He'll
talking
just
about?
turn sideways and you can't hit him.
He beat me to it. Damn it.
He's like the fucking flounder on
He's like, damn it, where'd he go? Where'd he go?
He's just invisible all of a sudden.
Like,
Oh shit, there's a crack on the floor, boys.
What was I talking about before we went to PJ?
Oh, I don't fucking know.
The housing market and then what else?
No, the housing market was what you guys were
Yeah,
No
there was,
wizards?
what was after that though? Like it came
So
off.
somebody listening to this podcast, they're probably going, he was talking about...
Yeah, they're probably
We're just
screaming
gonna
at
be like,
us.
I don't know.
It had something to do with the housing market. Like he jumped off of that.
Buying that camper,
Bill Withers for a little bit. Then
house mobile selling for a stupid amount next door.
I don't know, because me and Colton had a completely different
Yeah.
conversation.
That's the conversation I heard, and
Yeah.
it has overridden.
Yeah.
Well, we'll just move the fuck
Yep,
on, man.
that's,
If it
uh,
comes back up, it'll come back
We'll
up.
just get one of these.
F's in chat, boys.
Well, you know, it just is what it is.
What I was telling Colton is my buddy bought a
Camper.
$83,000 camper.
We'll probably keep that part in.
Yeah. And then he bought like a $20,000-$30,000 truck with a fifth wheel to pull it. It's $110,000. You can't get anything for that nowadays. To live
Well, you can.
in? To live in?
It's a cardboard
can.
box.
You're not living anywhere close to where we live.
Yeah, like in the middle of fucking nowhere.
Yeah.
Y'all
And
remember
it's like,
when
this
this
is-
used to be the middle of fucking nowhere?
Yeah.
Dude, she's...
10 years ago?
when Brandon was on Let's Come Up. It's just crazy, man.
And he can make money off it.
Yeah, which is good.
Like he can rent it out. Like he can.
Oh,
literally
Tiny
go-
House Festival.
Yeah.
That's what we were talking
okay,
about. Okay.
Yes.
Hey, people listening. Okay,
Someone's
so
going, thank God, finally.
Wrong button.
no, that works. That works though.
There you go.
That works.
thought. There you go.
Wow. Tiny House Festival. Okay, so there was one time we went to the Tiny House Festival and there was this guy there.
He's like, wow. He knows.
Enough of the buttons, Colton. Stop drinking. Stop drinking.
Stop drinking.
Stop drinking.
The
Because
hell?
he gets real
Food.
handsy with the buttons
I
when he
do.
starts drinking. So the
I'm close.
Tiny House Festival. There was a Tiny House Festival, you know, like tiny houses is fucking 350 square feet, something like that, right?
Yeah.
And there's a lot of converted like schoolies there, like buses and shit like that. They've been turned into houses and stuff. It's fucking awesome because I could totally see buying one of those and just living in one of those. But like, if you get a good enough social media following, like this one couple, they didn't pay fucking anything to put their to put their house somewhere. They put it for somewhere for 6 months. His wife was a traveling nurse, and he was a software engineer for Disney. They made a retarded amount of money. Amount of money that would cross both your eyes. It was insane. And they have no bills because their electric bill is like $35 a month.
Yeah.
And they didn't even have to pay it most of the time because people would be like, "Oh, it's like just stay at my house. Like I like what you're doing. That's cool. Like hook up to our electric and our water. Like no big deal."
Yeah.
So.
And he would just they both drove Teslas, and they just paid someone with a dually to move their fucking trailer every 6 months. And they had like an HD 4K projector inside their thing that like came down and they could watch movies from anywhere inside their fucking tiny house. And they had a 3-legged cat, and I forget his name, but it was cool. I just remember like walking. It was the prettiest fucking townhome, or not townhome. What are they called? Tiny house I had ever seen, and I was like, dude, like when I saw that, I was like, I get it. I fucking get it.
Now I'm thinking of Tommy. Tiny hands.
Shout out Tommy if you're listening.
Oh man, I love you, Tommy. Don't hit me.
Love you too, bro.
I might die. Hit Ryan first.
You'll only die because he's basically punching you with a needle.
He will punch through you.
Like a 2 to a 3, just whoosh.
Yes.
Oh man.
I would say Tommy's more like a 22. It rattles in.
You know, I say I can't believe people listen to this, and then I fucking listen to this, and I'm like, God, this shit's so fun. Like, have you listened to the podcast that we did with Tommy? With all three? That was the most people I've ever done on one podcast before. But like, I don't know, man, it's just fucking fun. You just listen back to it, and you're like, that was just a good time.
There's a lot of times where
when you're like bored as fuck, like doing dishes or doing some monotonous bullshit, taking the trash out or some fucking stupid shit. You start listening to you and your friends hang out, and it's like, this is the high points of those weeks. You know what I mean? This is the high points of life. That's what podcasting is to me. Is it's like you're catching on record, having a good ass conversation,
having a good time in general.
You're just trying to. Yeah, that's what you're trying to accomplish. Like, you have a couple drinks. I mean, we would have this conversation, cause so the way, just so everybody,
Nice.
just so everybody
Like an
knows.
8, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
7.
probably about 7.
Yeah, I would say 7.
The length was
The
missing.
rumble.
It
It
didn't
had the
have
rumble, though.
it didn't have the carry that it needed.
Yeah.
It didn't have the
It had
carry.
the
It was a
link.
shallow,
Yeah.
loud. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
The
when I
rumble
was,
makes up for it.
Yeah.
It was like you burping.
and he got right up on the mic too. So maybe even a 6, dude.
Yeah.
Maybe even a 6.
Yeah, I had to be like right up on it.
Yeah, maybe even
Yeah.
a 6. So
Sorry, everybody. I tried.
yeah.
I
So
believe in you. One day you'll get the 10.
Such a discipline.
yo, dude, he's got 10s before, dude.
I have some good.
There's been a
He's-
couple where I'm like,
he'll-
shit.
Dude, his heels lift off the ground, dude.
I try to time them too, right in the middle of Ryan talking.
I've had parts like that.
Was he just? I honestly don't know what I was just talking about.
Listening to the podcast.
Yeah, it's just fun, man.
Yeah.
It's just a good time. It's just
It
a good
is.
time. It's fun listening back to it. It's like, I was gonna tell you. So to people listening, the way that we even started with this podcast is you guys were like, "Hey, haven't seen you fucks in a long time. Let's have some drinks." And I was like, "What do you guys want to do? You guys want to go to a bar? Do you guys want to go to somebody's house? Do you guys want to come to my house and do a podcast?" Like I just opened the floor, and you guys were like, "We don't fucking care." I was like, "Cool, let's do the fucking podcast then."
Yeah, because I mean, I sent a text saying, hey, y'all down to hang out sometime.
And here we
No reply.
I love that you guys are so
When-
comfortable with the podcast now because you guys are much like, let's just do that.
Yeah, I couldn't care.
It's fun. It's fun, right? This is. I feel like this is the best way to hang out because okay.
I
so
can look back and call you other bullshit.
so
Damn.
so okay. So a couple things I think about is like we will mention for other people to listen to certain things like where we work.
Mhm.
We don't want to start naming a bunch of people and stuff like that. You want the confidentiality of being with your friends.
Of course.
But when we take bathroom breaks or we go out there, like when we're hanging out like separate of the podcast, that's where all that shit gets talked about. So it's like we still get to do that aspect of it, but then like I feel like when we're in, what the fuck is that? When we're in the podcast,
And when this is over too. I mean,
Yeah,
who
that's
knows
what I'm
what the fuck's gonna happen.
right? And then we'll
Yeah,
go
I'm
get food
starving.
and we'll talk about that.
I was thinking more like an orgy, but okay.
Right.
Oh.
That's what mine was.
Exactly.
I'm gonna go ahead. I'm closest
Wait,
to
what
the
did you say,
door.
Ryan?
I said an orgy.
I mean,
Jacob's the smallest. He's definitely gonna fucking
Hell no.
I mean, there's three of us. There's a hole for each of us. I'm just saying.
Oh my god.
$100 since you don't get out the door before we get a hold of you. A
Remember
dick's
the
in your
rule,
butt before
Jacob.
you grab the handle. I'm just-
Yeah, remember the rule, Jacob. If you're within arm's reach, you're
I
fucked.
know. I'm overlapped.
That's why it's a small room. But you know, like, so I don't know. We never have a time where we're just all sitting on a table, like just focused on talking shit. Like otherwise, we'd be like sitting here playing cards or doing something fucking
I like
weird.
cards.
I like cards too.
Yeah, we all do, but like what he's getting at is like
Yeah,
this comes second because of something else.
yeah. I mean,
Like,
last
this
time
is-
we hung out, like
This
we
is 100%
literally just watched TV.
This is
Like, we
100% our
didn't talk
focus.
or anything.
Yeah.
Like we made comments, but we weren't.
This is 100% our
Interacting.
focus. Is
Well-
what I was getting at.
To be fair, talking to you, I don't need to be verbal.
Agreed, but like this is just different.
Yeah,
I love that. So I'm the newest one in the whole friend group. I love that I get to learn about every person that comes on. That, you know,
Good.
I get to learn
I
backstory.
forgot those are twist offs.
And
I'm about to say.
it's awesome.
I was watching him I was like, what the fuck's happening?
Yeah, especially because like you got to hear Ronnie's.
Yeah, I get to
when
hear
you came on the podcast, it
everybody's
was like
story.
right after
Yeah.
you came from active duty.
Yeah.
brother,
Yeah.
came
That
out
was like the
pretty
first
fresh.
time we hung out, and so like I got like your full story of like you basically like did like a debrief when you got here and like
Yeah.
said everything that like happened. That was fucking cool.
Well, the non-sensitive stuff.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
the stuff you're allowed to talk
Yeah.
about. Yeah,
on air.
yeah, yeah.
But I just love that for my role, like I just get to sit here and just listen. And it's been great the whole
And,
time.
and there's some podcasts where he says nothing,
Yeah.
and there's other podcasts where he contributes to it too. It's great. It's almost like he's like a producer / co-host.
Yeah.
almost,
Yeah.
you know,
Like Taika Waititi.
exactly.
Like how he'll just show up in the movie.
Who?
Taika Waititi.
What's that?
When you talk, yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, everyone. I was just
The
gonna glaze
producer
over that.
for Thor Ragnarok.
Oh,
His name's Taika Waititi,
yeah,
right?
yes, yeah. He
He's-
does cameos in
he's-
the middle of the movie, but
yeah,
you
he's-
don't know
He
it's...
plays Korg.
Yeah.
Never watched them.
He plays a
I
character
believe
in the
you.
movie.
I believe you.
That's exactly who.
Yeah, he plays a side character. Like he is a side character that has a lot of screen time in the movie.
But no purpose.
That's
Yeah, it doesn't
exactly
have a
who I
purpose. He
am
just
anyway.
wants to be in there.
Yeah.
That's funny.
For an example, right?
Good.
If I were to be like, hey, let's hang out, 9 times out of 10, if I wanted to see Ryan, I would try to get Colton and Cody.
I don't see anybody up there.
Well, I had to think
Okay.
about. I had to think like, who the fuck
You would
was
try and have to get him what?
Well, no, try to have him also come because like I don't get to see, especially like Cody for an example.
Yeah.
I see him once in a blue moon.
He probably doesn't know your name.
Well, probably not. Just kidding.
Well, and
I don't know.
my problem is I'm such a busy person, and Colton knows it. Like I schedule everything out like fucking crazy, and
When
because
are we all free? June 2nd?
Literally.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm like,
Literally.
like,
Yeah.
what fucking month are we in? Goddamn.
yeah, that's
This
because
motherfucker will ask me, "What are you doing in November?" And I'm like, I don't fucking
I
know.
haven't gotten there yet.
Yeah. Ask me in November.
The week of, and I'll let you know.
did we not
Yeah.
just get past the part of the podcast where I mentioned how there's so many things that I want to do with my life?
Well, then all the power to you, and I appreciate that aspect of it.
If I'm gonna learn another language, have a podcast, go hunting, and fucking have a new job, and like
I'm at
do
the,
jujitsu 4 times a week, like it's fucking I stay busy.
I'm at the
And I don't have internet, so like
Yeah.
I don't fucking watch Netflix. I don't watch TV. Someone's like, "Oh, did you see the newest thing?" I'm like, "No."
He can't just blow his 20 minutes like that.
Oh, but he can. He has data.
Oh, but I've given up other things for that. Oh boy, that is where you are sadly mistaken, sir.
Oh boy.
But I'm at the point in life where I can't plan things because shit just pops up left and right. Like every other day, something just pops up.
Most of those things can just take no though for an answer.
So
Something.
okay. So
Something.
A lot of things can be delayed.
Mhm.
Like 9 times out of 10, if something pops up, I have set my life up to where it can be delayed.
so
For me, it's probably like half. Half of it can be delayed.
yeah, I agree with Ron.
Yeah.
That's where I live. So for an
I'm
example,
really good about it, just being like, how's this going to change my life if I don't do it right now?
Well, like just this weekend, my fiance was in St. Augustine doing a presentation for her master's degree. She asked me to come pick her up from St. Augustine because she didn't want to ride back. She wanted to go visit a friend that lives like 45 minutes north of St. Augustine. Like, she made this plan and then asked me like the day before. So, and I'm like, I can't push that off. I can't really say no. Like, I don't want to say no.
You could say no. You might lose your testicles.
But if I had any plans, they're out the window. Because I'm going to go do that. And that's my life.
I respectively would have been pissed though.
But, I mean...
Yeah, but us
It is what it is.
as friends though, if he gave us that reason, we should have been like, yes.
Well, like right now for me, like if my pregnant wife asked me, "Hey, I need you to stay and help me
Dude,
with
I
this,"
still can't believe.
like, it's weird shit. But yeah, I'd be like, I gotta do this.
Like, I took off work to go.
Yeah, well,
Like,
there's obviously a
certain
level of
things.
priorities.
Yeah.
Yes, there's a level of priorities that I haven't.
Yeah.
That those are obviously.
But I have
obvious
stuff
things.
like that, like, weekly.
Somehow we're adults.
But, like, when I came home from basic training,
He was.
I have one
Cancer.
singular picture of me when I was that skinny.
You Holocaust survivor.
I have
Yes.
one.
You look like it, dude. You were fucking a shadow. You were the shell.
You were
of
down to
yourself.
what, 165?
Yeah, well, like
Is Ronnie still on camera?
yeah, you should be.
Yeah, but I haven't moved. I
Yeah,
don't think.
yeah, he's doing
Stop
the same
fucking
spot.
moving, Ronnie.
I had to constantly move to get
Jesus.
out and let people
Yeah,
out.
no, you're good, Jake.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was like 160. I'm 220 now.
Yeah.
Like, I'm in my comfy, like, I'm not in shape, but I'm not
That's
fat.
a thick ass boy.
Which is
Like,
hilarious because my comfy weight's like 150, 160.
I mean, I'm like 240 right now.
Yeah, but like 160, 170.
I can't imagine. I'd be dying.
Yeah, I looked like I was
It would be-
dying. I was
it's
one
not
sandwich
fair.
away from being dead.
Yeah, it's not fair when you take in like the perspective. If you go, all 5'8" to 5'10"
Yeah.
men should be this weight, absolutely.
Which is
fucking
what
not.
the Army does.
So yeah,
They
that's what
wanted
everyone
me to
does.
stay that
They
way.
want you to be in BMI range.
And I'm like,
All three
That's
of us,
a joke.
all of us minus Jacob, are technically clinically obese.
yeah,
I'm actually
Based
I'm
on fact.
anorexic according to my BMI.
because he's a little taller.
Yeah,
because
you are
I'm
a
just
little taller.
overweight. I'm just
You're a
overweight.
little taller.
Yeah.
Pull up the BMI scale.
Yeah.
Because 100%, I'm just overweight.
I'm whatever it is before, like moderately obese or whatever it is, pre-obese, whatever the fuck it's called.
It's just
I don't know what they call it, but
thick
last
with
time.
3 C's, I think.
Yeah, it's fat
So,
plus
Ryan,
one.
how
I
tall
don't
are
know.
you?
6'0".
6 foot
Zero.
You're 6'0".
0. What do you weigh?
I thought you were like
2.
6'2".
Like, let's
He's
call it.
like
I weighed
5'11.5",
2 days
but-
ago at
I thought-
215.
I thought
So
you-
put 215.
Let's say
More.
2. Oh, fuck you. We're gonna say 217.
Okay, that's fine.
Now, hang on. Where does it?
So what is
So
that?
you are
You're
overweight.
in the
Yep.
overweight range. All right.
Yeah.
So-
I'm borderline obesity,
I
but I'm just
am
overweight. But also
5
something
foot 10,
something to consider.
240.
Can I put something? Can I say something?
Colin,
I am
are you being
obese.
nice? Are
Something
you
to
being nice there? Are you exaggerating the height?
I'm 5'10".
All right.
so something to he expects it.
I think I'm like 5'9".
Can I-
Drop the weight to 220. I'm curious.
So quick thing to say on mine though, a large amount of my weight.
I'm also obese.
Yes.
a-
5'9", 150.
Okay, can I make the statement, please?
No, absolutely not.
Jacob, we fucking know. You're like,
Underweight. Wow, you're normal.
Normal weight.
what the
balls?
fuck?
Wait, his
Dude,
BMI
what?
is 22.1. I'm confused. What am I missing?
Normal
Normal
weight.
weights.
I mean the normal.
He is normal. The three of us are fat.
It's
Yeah.
fucking crazy. So what I was saying though is that because I was 280 plus and went down, a lot of my weight is in skin.
Yeah.
Like if I had
Yeah.
skin removal surgery,
probably
'cause I have a
lose
lot of
like
loose
10
skin.
pounds. Yeah.
It's probably closer to 15, 20.
Yeah.
So a lot,
you got things-
legitimately, I've got a lot of skin. Like
Yeah.
like I have a fucking like
Yeah.
like you can grab it and move it amount of skin. Yeah. So if I did skin removal surgery, it'd probably be 10 to 15 pounds, at least.
The only.
But
way
I'm
you
not.
can
I
really
don't.
fight
I don't
that-
see a reason to spend 40,000. Have you seen post surgery?
If you're like 500 to 200, I can understand
Yeah,
that.
like
Yeah.
an absurd amount.
Yeah.
But
That's
280 to 220, you just
It's
gotta,
like I
I mean,
got a little
60
bit.
pounds is a
you gotta
lot,
live
but
with it.
it's
I got a
not-
little bit of skin. Like I might get it removed one day.
maybe.
high ribs.
But you could technically get it back.
I have a large portion of it
Yeah.
stretch marks
Yeah.
because of how fast I gained the weight when I was
Yeah.
sick as a kid.
Yeah.
So I don't know how that would play out.
Yeah.
It says right error again, by the way, Colton.
It's fine.
Just let it go.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
got it.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
But long story short, like if I do get it removed, it's gonna be way down the line. But that post surgery where they have a fucking colostomy bag and
that.
shit, I don't know, man.
So
It just sounds like a lot to just.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a cosmetic surgery.
Yeah, exactly.
So insurance doesn't
All
cover
out
it.
of pocket.
I have to pay it out of pocket.
And it's not worth it.
in the
It might be one day if I can get abs. I mean,
It's different.
Get you some calf implants.
well, I don't need those. I have decent calves.
But you don't have mine.
To be fair, though, I don't have yours.
No, hang on. He don't have dads.
Oh
I don't-
my God.
I don't need them calves. I don't want them calves.
And my calves are like 30 pounds alone.
I have proportionate calves. That's
Dude,
all that
What do
matters.
you think, Dad? 50?
God.
Like your dad?
Yes.
Yeah, your dad does have some fucking calves.
Go on.
Not as much as Carl.
I think he could kick a hole in Carl's.
Nobody has.
Nobody
That's
has
different.
I saw
calves.
him earlier today, actually.
How's he doing?
He's
Alive?
Yeah. Like, I mean, like bare minimum?
He was a part of my
he's-
childhood.
Yeah, like he's Carl.
Still drives a blue Ram.
No.
No, he's driving a red Ram now, I think.
How dare he switch to the other side?
Red versus blue.
He went straight Anakin Skywalker.
No green.
Yeah, I mean, he's doing good. I mean, he's married, has...
Carl is essentially his uncle.
We all know. Well, we know what Carl is.
Yeah.
I don't.
So,
Carl's the guy with big calves.
He's
Let's just go with that. He's got the
he's
biggest.
like
He has
6...
to cut water boots to fit them on his leg.
He is essentially what Hulk would be if it was realistic.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, my
Imagine if
waterproof
you were
hunting
always
boots suction cup to my calves. So I can only imagine if they were bigger.
Colton. Let's imagine you're always dirty bulking.
Yeah.
And about
Always
6 inches
24/7
tall.
dirty bulking.
Yeah.
And about 6 inches
So he's a thick sumbitch that lifts fucking heavy.
My favorite story is he had this old
Pull the microphone up to you. What are you doing, dude?
The Bronco.
Jesus
the
Christ. dude.
old 1970s Bronco.
the story.
I like to relax. Let me... leave
Yeah,
it alone.
relax, motherfucker. Pull it with you.
Leave him alone.
I
Yeah.
spent $15 on that microphone stand. You fuck. You better use it.
Yeah, tell me a story.
I'm pretty relaxed and you can hear me just fine.
Sorry, I had a couple beers. Sorry. I apologize for my outburst.
Ronnie, excuse this motherfucker. Please continue.
I've lived
So-
a high life.
My favorite story about him is he was in his 1970s Bronco. It's all steel doors, and little VW Bug parked right next to him, way too close. He couldn't get. He's a big dude.
Mhm.
He can't get out of his truck. He opened and closed the door until the VW Bug was far enough that he could get out.
Just like kept pushing
Just
it.
no, just open and close. Pop, 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 pop. Okay, I can get out now.
Somebody's listening right now with a VW.
Like, that motherfucker!
Yeah, I remember that.
Remember the time Scott told us that he ripped someone out of a seatbelt by his shirt?
Like, this is a big motherfucker. He ripped him, like, out of his car, through his seatbelt,
Jesus Christ.
and, like, proceeded to beat this motherfucker's ass.
Carl's a nightmare.
And-
And if you told me, listen, survive 5 seconds with Carl, and I'll give you $1 billion, I'd say no, because I'm only gonna make it at max 2.5.
I'll bet 5.
I could go 5 seconds.
I go five.
y'all,
scared.
y'all is different.
I'll
But for
go
me,
5.
in 5 seconds, wind sprinting
Now?
the opposite
All-
direction.
Yeah,
all-
I'm saying now,
so-
yeah, I can backpedal fast
People that big, you kick a knee in and you run.
No, I don't
That's
even
fair.
strike.
His knees are the size of your torso.
You kick it inwards, and that bubble is tumbling.
No.
He's got elephant kneecaps.
So-
His
hang-
knees are the
hang-
size of your
no,
torso.
hang on.
That's like trying to kick in your
The
spine.
entirety of Carl's family comes from bodybuilders and competition fighters. For you to strike and get his knee in a way that would really fuck him, less than likely. So what I would do is haul ass the other way.
Yeah.
Is it more like they're gonna try to grab you and you just
Yeah, that's why I'm gone.
Yeah.
I do jujitsu with a lot of big ass dudes. And,
You got 400 pounds on top of you, you ain't doing shit.
Yeah.
He's not 400.
I'm just saying, you got weight on top of you.
He's at least 3.
Yeah, it's just 5 seconds, Colton.
Yeah, but
5
Carl's
seconds.
capacity to hold you where he
$1
wants
billion.
If he
Let's
gets those
fucking
fucking-
go.
I mean, I agree. I can
I'm-
agree.
handles.
I'm
I'll
gonna
take that
pull
bet.
guard. I'm gonna pull guard, and I'm just gonna fucking hold him there and hope I can breathe
If he
Okay.
gets those meetings
hold-
on you, you're dead.
I'm
for 5 seconds.
I'm
Yes.
For 5 seconds, I'm gonna hold that.
You
motherfucker.
haven't met Carl.
5
I know
Mississippi's.
Carl. I know Carl.
Yeah.
Yes,
No.
I grew up going
We
over
go-
to
we go-
Scott's house
we go.
all the time.
5
He was
Mississippi's
right behind
air
me.
I
horn
don't
done. We're good.
This is prior to all of us hanging out.
I was in the
Okay.
Boy Scouts with Scott.
5
Yes.
seconds now? Yes. Because
Oh no, I'm saying
Yeah.
like the only way I survive is if I run.
I'll
Because
go 5
Carl's
seconds with
hilarious.
anybody. I don't give a fuck.
I
I don't care
knew.
who it is.
Let's put it this way,
I
Ronnie.
won't make it.
I know Scott's house before they added shit on. Before his dad died.
okay.
And I never met Scott's biological dad. I met
I
Yeah,
did. My dad did.
I was so young, I don't remember.
hilariously working
He wasn't
with
very
the,
young.
with
I've
the
known
yeah,
Scott for
yeah,
a
it was
fucking
so long
long
ago.
time.
one of the guys that he's a soft regular. He knows your dad from. He does like part time or some sort of shit with like the fire department, and he just knew your dad. So I thought that was cool.
It's a hard last name to forget.
Hey, the cock, bitch.
Well, regardless, I'd take that nobility. I would do it for 100,000. I'd go up against Carl for 5 seconds.
I would try.
I go up against Tyson for 5 seconds.
If you told me
if we're doing jujitsu,
I mean, 5 seconds.
Jujitsu for free.
A minute.
Like worst case scenario, breaks my neck. First punch.
If he shows up,
punches through me.
If he shows up in my jujitsu class to do jujitsu, and he wants to hit a 5-minute round, I'm down for free.
Yeah,
I'd be down.
As long
because
as
I know he's not gonna punch me in the face. Let's go.
As long as there's no like withdrawals of me losing, I would try. But my try would be me hauling ass.
You'd be surprised at how strong the human femur is, like going like up.
Yeah.
I would try to butterfly sweep that motherfucker.
It's one of the hardest bones to break is your femurs.
Yep. It'd be fun. I actually would love that. So we have a new guy that started jiu-jitsu the other day. He's fucking thick son bitch. Like 240, 250. And he just got done with a dirty bulk. Motherfuckers giving me problems.
I started back.
He's like 5'10" too. It's like Colton, but like thicker.
Colton.
Yeah, but thicker.
I started back my workout routine, so I'm doing the. Yeah, just fucking
jerking it
like an animal.
Just jerking it.
Triceps.
Dude, your fucking forearm getting thick.
Push up, sit up.
Your
you should probably switch hands.
Wrist ligaments getting
body weight squats because I don't have weights at the house.
Mm-hmm.
So
bitch, bet
anything in your house can be weight.
Well, no, because I just moved. I don't have like nothing is.
An empty pan is going to weigh more than you.
Fabric softener.
Pick up a TV. Squat that.
No, TVs are pretty light these days. Fabric softener.
What I've been doing is putting I had just distilled water, and that's a gallon's 8 pounds. So I've had 2 on each side of just a fucking bar.
Yeah.
And I just feel fucking
resistance bands are $15 on Amazon.
I like I said, I
have
just
some at
started.
I do too. They're fucking so cheap.
Yeah.
The problem is I gotta correct my caloric and protein, so I stopped.
You just need to eat.
No, yeah. What Colton said. You need to have 2 meals a day.
So
I prescribe you 2 meals a day.
So I really started.
Watch this motherfucker come in thick next time with a fucking neck and traps.
Some steroids. Give him some tests and D-ball, some training. He's gonna be fucking yoked.
So I've been wearing my
eat clean,
train hard.
Yeah.
I've been wearing my
nobody gets that but me. It's funny.
My Apple Watch, right?
Maybe Rob's listening.
And it kind of lightly tells you like, hey man, your heart rate has changed.
Mm-hmm.
And your exercise has changed, and your standing time has changed, and your movement has changed. But you ain't been fucking eating, dog. So,
I don't even begin to understand that. I could drink more calories.
I burn.
I drink my coffee black, and I drink water.
On average, no exercise, sleep all day. I burn 2,200 calories. That's more than you eat in a day.
That's on average. So I calculated the other day because my boss said something to me, and it made me kind of like step back and really. I average something like 1,600 calories a day, and when
I've been averaging 2,500
when I realized that, I was like, okay, well, what is 1,600 average? Is it 1,600 without burn or with burn? No, it's fucking without.
Just doing nothing.
Yeah. So then I was like, okay, well, how do I increase it? Well, I could do this. I could do that. And then I was like, I can't shovel the food down. I will throw it back up, and then it becomes useless.
You just keep shoveling it back down.
I'm not. No, absolutely.
The same food back up.
Fuck both of you.
Cork, stop it.
So my
just look up.
Yeah.
You throw some whiskey down beforehand, it tastes the same.
Easy peasy.
Yeah, I mean, Jeremiah, we
exactly.
Jeremiah.
I'm looking at you, Ryan.
Yes.
Next time you guys come back on, we should have a bottle of that.
No,
absolutely not.
For old time's sake.
Dude, they probably don't even make it no more.
Pull a picture up of that. I need to see the bottle. I just need to see it.
I might puke on the spot.
I just need to see it.
It was so nasty.
You might puke on the spot. Motherfucker.
Exactly, which is why I'm worried about you.
Let's tell the story. So,
God, there it is.
So we had a friend. These were 2 for $10.
No, the red label. The red label.
This?
The red label. Yep.
Yeah,
Sweet
Oh.
tea.
No, it wasn't sweet.
No, it was
tea.
a sweet tea.
That's what this says.
Go back.
Oh,
go back.
Yeah, Ryan should remember
No, that's
Yeah,
no,
he
it was
held the bottle the
regular-
longest.
Yeah, that one.
by far.
That one. No, it wasn't the cherry mash. Go back. It was just regular
It
drink.
was. It was.
Yeah, it was just like
sour.
straight.
Sour Nash.
It's
Or was it sour? Nash?
everyone's a link, so
Yeah, it was sour Nash because it was the cheapest bottle. It was something like $9.
Regardless,
So cheap.
Regardless,
if you want some liquor, we got a couple of
so we had
over here.
a friend get us alcohol when we were in high school. It was 2 bottles for $20 of a fifth of Jeremiah weed bourbon. Did you break the seal too? Oh no, he's getting whiskey.
I want to puke just thinking about it.
So can we save those for after after we go get food and shit? So
I
I don't
need food.
die.
I'm saying they're here.
So, but I remember that
That's
was
perfect.
like we started making mixed drinks in Ronnie's room,
Oh.
and I just remember sitting down on his little. He had one of those those little like gaming chairs that was made out of like bungee cord.
Yes.
This was and I remember I sat down too hard with that, and I was 280 pounds, and I banged my head against the wall at fucking 2 a.m. when his parents were asleep downstairs, and I just it's the black bottle.
Dad
The black
texted
bottle
us,
right
"What the fuck was
The
that?"
bourbon.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, no,
Left,
we're wrestling.
left. Just like one more. That one.
This?
So I just remember pouring that in Coke to start with because it was miserable. It was the worst. It's like if hand sanitizer made of bourbon, and it was
Yes. Yes.
it was terrible. And I remember drinking a shit. I drank most of the bottle that night,
Yes.
and I remember that was the first and one of the worst blackouts I've ever had. And I remember, was that the next day when I had to go into work because my dad accepted a shift for me? Was that time?
Yes. And
'Cause
then
I remember
your
my dad
tried to
was
beat
not-
you and me.
My
that,
dad.
was,
your truck.
that was a different time.
Well, no, I'm saying
Yeah.
like the next time was that.
So
Yeah.
my dad went and found, apparently, so my primary contact at work at that time was mine, and my secondary contact was my dad in case something happened to me. Well, I didn't answer my phone because I fell asleep on it and it was on silent. So I didn't answer my phone when work called and tried to call me in for a shift to see if I wanted it. And I would have said no because I was fucking trashed.
Yeah.
But I didn't answer it, so they called my dad, and my dad accepted a shift for me. Still to this day, don't know why. My dad accepted a shift for me, and he says, "I'll get him. He'll be there." And I fucking remember my dad. I remember waking up at like 8 in the morning. I have to go to bed at like fucking 4 in the morning, and I was fucking hungover as shit. And I remember hearing my dad and your mom have a conversation at the front door as I'm like coming to, and I see I have like 13 missed calls. I was like, "What the fuck?" And I remember like running downstairs, and it was like 8:09, and my dad's like, "Hey, I accepted a shift for you. You're supposed to be there at 8:30," and I'm like, I think I threw up last night. Like, what is happening right now? And I just remember fucking like calling work and being like, "I'm gonna be late." And I remember it being like a 3-hour shift too, something fucking nothing. And I remember just being like at work, like, what do I do right here? Like I was just fucking, I was like gone. I was just gone. That was the first blackout I ever had, and it was a miserable experience the next day. That is not how it should have went. In my mind, we were gonna remember because we used to always do it at Taco Bell for breakfast. Because Taco Bell had that fucking
Yes.
that like crunch wrap, whatever.
$4 filler box or whatever.
It was
they call
so
it.
cheap.
Yeah.
We would go there for because we were broke and fucking hungry and hammered.
From Antioch.
Right, and so we'd go there and we'd fucking eat Taco Bell, and that was how we should have went that night. We should have woke up that morning at like 10 and been like, "Yo, what the fuck happened last night?" And we should have talked about it for a little bit, and then like an hour later went to Taco Bell.
We should have been hooked up to IVs.
Yeah, we debatably should have went to the hospital. I should have debatably should have gone to the hospital. But regardless,
No, remember that time you.
this is why I don't miss my
rallied?
dad anymore. My emergency, well, he's on my emergency contacts, but never as a secondary phone.
Oh my god! So get this right. Remember the time I got rolled in the F-150 about 2 years ago now?
Got rolled?
Yeah.
Like his truck rolled with him inside.
Yeah, 4 times.
Tell me the story and I'll probably remember it.
Lady blew a stop sign on the Thinona Nasty S curves and kissed my rear end and sent me rolling.
I honestly don't remember that.
And long story short, I got sent fucking rolling. And my brain, because I was
Maybe I do. I'm getting flex of it now.
the entire time I've been alive, never called mother first. You always call dad first.
Shit.
Swear to
Is that every dude's thing?
yeah.
Every dude's thing is like, if I tell my mom she's gonna freak out, I'm just gonna call dad.
So I call my dad. I'm like, hey.
Mom's not gonna answer anyways.
I'm like, hey, I just got in an accident. I don't know exactly what happened. I feel physically fine. My shoulder and my hip hurts. That's it. Like I can move. I can stand. I'm alive. All right. Click. The fuck?
Okay.
That's pretty short for my dad. So then my mom.
That's a dad response.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, he's alive.
Yeah, he's good.
Hey, honey, our kid's not dead.
Yeah. Literally.
So then my mom starts like blowing my phone. She's 9 texts and a call in like less than 2 minutes. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? She goes, did you just get off the phone with your dad? I'm like, yeah. Why? What the fuck? He said, okay, he's on his way. It's all fine. She's like, no, he's freaking the fuck out. Oh my god, we're having. Oh my Jesus, fucking
I'm
Christ.
alive. I'm alive.
Yeah.
Your dad's freaking out?
He drove 110 from Bloomingdale all the way in. I was like, what in the fuck? I'm alive. I called
Good.
him. I told him so he knew.
Yeah.
Somehow we're adults. Do.
So think about it like this.
That's what
Imagine every kid that right now is not 21. Remember when we weren't 21, some of our friends were like, oh my god, here's Smirnoff Ices. And like that was normal. So
You still haven't eaten that?
oh,
Hey, he had like 4
Can
fucking
you hit the
burgers.
lights, bud?
Yeah,
Ronnie,
me and Ryan ate half of it.
can you turn that light on over there, Ronald?
Are you saying I'm not pale enough?
Who the fuck's
Jesus.
Ronald?
You motherfucker.
His name's Ronnie.
Ronald Jernigan III. Can you turn that light
He's not the third.
with that name? You gotta tell me.
You need this.
You need no. I'm
need
not-
You need
My
this.
bro-
He can't. He had a whole quesadilla.
No, I'm like literally stuffed.
Can
I
you?
can't eat anymore.
I'm literally thinking about dessert. Can you go turn that? Can you turn that on for me, Ronnie? I appreciate it.
Okay.
There's, in the cord,
Well, here's
there's,
your
a,
Yosemite.
there's a red button. First of all, I think it's disrespectful. There's a red button on the cord. There's like a. You'll see a box.
The box.
Oh god,
Yeah.
the fuck
See a
down
red
here.
button at the bottom.
Is that
So
red?
not that I
It'll.
partake.
You'll see the light turn on when you click it. Other side, very bottom.
Yeah,
Boom, there you go. Hey, and light. Cool.
Not-
You mind hitting those lights behind you?
Not that I partake, but I'm thinking about hitting like the cleanest bowl right now. That's where I'm at.
We have cereal.
I mean, I know like
cereal.
Like
yeah.
a chicken bowl? Like a chicken salad bowl?
Yeah,
What are we
yeah,
talking about?
cereal.
I had a burger roll for lunch today. Let me eat my jalapeno cheese
Oh,
tamale.
that shit's
please.
fun. Give me the rest of that, motherfucker. Give me that back.
I'm surprised you gave it up, dude. I'm surprised you gave it up.
Yeah, I regretted that immediately once he took like
Mm-hmm.
a
A couple
Goliath-sized
bites.
bite out of it, and I was like, "There's nothing left."
I'd be thicker than a Snicker for a reason.
Bussin'.
I remember the days in like high school and middle school when like we'd have like early releases or whatever, and they give us lunch to go on the bus. I very vividly remember like handing like half my shit to Ronnie, or like throwing it back to like Scott and them. Like just I can't eat this. Here you go. You take it.
So if anyone's feeling rambunctious, I gave you just shooter. So have fun.
I see that. It's Tito's. So
First of all,
I'm
disrespectful that I was given Jim Beam instead of a Buffalo Trace.
There you go.
yeah, that's a quick solve.
There you go.
Yeah, but bitch, you getting Jim Beam then?
Hey, bring it. No one said I had to drink it.
Yeah, fuck that. We have like a fair amount of money now. Why would we not just buy a Buffalo Trace? Like I'll avoid Jim Beam.
There was a joke. On this.
I was gonna bring a bottle of Jameson Black Barrel, but it's
So,
only like
so to everyone listening, we went to a gas station and had food.
I got
That looks like a
roasted.
Molotov cocktail, but it's really
Yeah,
just
it does.
it's just an empty bottle with a fucking corn husk in it.
Man, that's American and Mexican. That ain't nothing Russian.
I'm all about different cultures, Jake. Did you miss that at the beginning of this podcast? Where I was talking about how I just think that different cultures are great. Look, that's 3 cultures
I'm
in one.
friends with your
That's
wife.
called-
Of course, I get the ref.
It's called an Antioch cocktail. Fill moonshine and
It is not racist.
trailer.
It is not racist enough for that.
So my when we went up to Tennessee recently, early April, right? About a month ago now.
Yeah, like mid-April.
Okay. My uncle, for the love of God, dude.
I was wondering if you had been catching up.
My uncle brewed this moonshine, but instead of using corn, he used strawberries. Super fucking sweet. I think it was like 170 proof.
Yeah, it blew my mind. It was
So my uncle's like,
Wait,
take a swig.
Should we not be saying that?
it was out of state. It's fine.
no one knows who the uncle is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which uncle, bitch? I got plenty. Anyway, so my uncle's like, here, try it. So I tried. I'm like, fuck. take like 2 gulps because I think it's just moonshine. And then I realized, oh fuck, this has like been sitting. Because yeah, it's been sitting for like 4 or 5 years. So then I handed it
It's real moonshine.
I handed it to Ronnie when he gets. I was like, here you go, you have fun.
Yeah, I took 1 sip. I'm like,
Your insides just.
yeah, they're like shriveling up.
Germex.
Just scoot forward. No, I'm saying like
Does that
scoot more
matter?
chair forward.
Can you hear me now?
I wonder if you're like falling off camera.
More.
I'm literally licking the mic.
No, I'm
This is
saying
my mic
like
now.
your whole body.
Hold it.
I claimed it.
I think your face is off camera right now. Or you're
It's not.
You're pushing.
It's on camera.
Yeah.
He's
He,
good.
he literally hasn't changed spots.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Word on the street. That's suspect.
What?
You're sus, dude.
About what?
Really? You think
No
he's
cap.
sus?
No cap. You're sus.
You think
Okay.
he's sus?
And that's facts on God.
He's on camera. I just checked.
I'm so confused. What's going on there?
If
Too
you,
many stupid noises.
if you had the 3 of us and you said who's most likely to shoot a school, I'm sorry, I don't think he's winning that race. I think I might.
You
be.
are.
I think I might be.
100% Jacob is.
What about
Why?
college?
Let's not have that
College.
conversation.
Why are we talking about shooting schools?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. What?
What are they
Jacob,
gonna
we
do?
were just talking about drinking in Tennessee.
What kind of Coke do you have on the table?
It's vanilla Coke.
Put that fucking vodka in there, you puss.
I am in a minute, bro. I gotta drink this fat tire.
Bro, he likes his Coke like he likes his sex.
Vanilla.
Missionary only.
Non-existent. Sorry, Drew. Wow.
I love you too, Cole. Ronnie, don't fucking comment.
I don't need to. That's the best part.
I'm over here trying to be a good boy for
What's your
my
guys'
life.
What's your guys' favorite drink?
Type or like specific brand name?
Like just like if you had the money, like it was already paid for, and you were gonna go get what you wanted to drink for alcohol.
I haven't tried enough
Neither have I.
things.
I think the highest voting is going to be either Guinness or vanilla vodka from any particular person, as long as it's not cheap shit.
I mean, I feel like it depends on where I'm at too. If I'm at home, I mean,
I'm saying like you're going out.
I don't think I've tried enough to I qualify.
I really am a big fan of margaritas. To be honest with you, I love tequila
I like a nice-
and fruity drinks.
like a Jack Apple and Sprite or a Crown Apple and Sprite.
But I also like
That shit's
bourbon. I
tasty.
also like a bourbon and Coke.
Yeah, bourbon and Coke.
Bourbon and
is good.
Coke is fucking just.
Or, I mean, even just a Jack and Coke.
It's old.
Yeah.
It's Old
It's-
Faithful.
It's
Uh,
delicious.
Gentleman Jack
Yeah,
and Coke.
yeah, delicious.
So
I'm just saying, like if I go to any restaurant, I know I'm safe if I get a fucking Jack and Coke
Yeah.
or a bourbon and Coke.
100%.
nah, see, I had to switch off of that. I had to go to like Coke and Coke and vodka. So I was doing like Bacardi Superior.
I used to like Captain at Coke, but the Captain kind of made my indigestion a little rum.
I can't do rum anymore, man.
Yeah.
I did a 3-day cruise. I drank 60, 70 drinks in 3 days. And 90% of it was Gentleman Jack and Coke.
So for my brother, a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, we went on a cruise for my brother John, and it was like a family cruise.
I'm talking about the one I took last year.
Right. So recently, my brother's birthday just passed, and I was talking to him, and he's like, "Oh yeah, the cruise was awesome." I was like, "You must be remembering a different cruise, because I remember being
I had a good time.
hammered on night number 2 with this fucker." And
Yeah,
my
had a good
brother
time.
coming and finding me and dragging me across a cruise ship to my mother for my mother to explain to me that my other brother got married without me knowing.
Mm.
I was like, what the hell did I do? I
I
haven't
was
drank enough for
listening.
this.
I was listening to your story. That was a lot. There was a lot of twists and turns to that story.
It was crazy. It was too
That's a
hard.
lot.
He got in
Digest.
trouble for his brother getting
No.
married.
I understand.
I didn't even get in trouble.
I just want us to.
I just-
I just want us to wallow in the story that he just said. Just,
It was
just
riveting.
rub it around, swish it in your teeth. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, it was a story, dude. It was a story. Continue though. Sorry. It was a lot. It was a lot all at one time.
Ron, you know the best part about this conversation?
The vanilla Coke.
I'm drinking.
Got a nice buzz to absorb it. What
Yeah.
Colton said. Let the microphones be silent. For
That's
a
right.
moment.
Moment of silence.
Brian, you fucked it up.
For Grammy.
I gotta
For
say,
Grammy.
it's not the best, but it's not the worst either.
Not bad.
It's like if America made a Imported.
It's Belgian.
I prefer it more than the highlight.
You really should get on the Voodoo Ranger train. It's pretty tasty.
I tried that one.
So let me ask you a question.
That shit's thick, dude.
They'd be thicker.
Is it Voodoo and then like a flavor is Ranger, or is it Voodoo Ranger?
Voodoo Ranger is the brand.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then they have different flavors after that.
I've only
it's
seen
just-
them, but I've only ever tried like one.
They're thick.
From my experience, most craft beers is like if I get hammered off this, I'm gonna have a hangover.
Yeah, literally. You have like 1 or 2 and you're good. You don't have like 8.
What's
You don't buy a 6-pack
No.
and plan on divulging the entire thing.
You're gonna have a headache.
Have you ever had Coppertail
Yes.
from Tampa?
Yeah.
We bought an 8-pack because they come in 8-packs. We bought an 8-pack of their cans going hunting once, and they're fucking 12-ounce cans like a Coca-Cola size. And I think I had so half that would be 4 and 4, so I had 3 and Cody had 5. And the next day, both of us were like in a fucking stupor. Like it was like a hangover. Like, I mean, granted, it was a hot time, so like the drinking that much beer that night was like, it went straight to our heads. But like, dude, the next day it was fucking miserable.
Was the beer on ice or anything? Like, was it?
Yeah, we had it in a cooler on ice.
Okay.
It was. I mean, it was delicious. But dude, it's just not.
They're just so thick.
I don't. It was. They're fucking like 8% alcohol.
Mhm.
And dude, the next day I felt like somebody punched me in the face repeatedly while I slept.
One thing my uncle and my aunt love is like Jai Highlight.
Oh, gross. Ugh.
Y'all, it's like the green and orange can.
IPA or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My aunt was like, "You gotta try one." And I tried it. I'm like, "This is nasty." And she's like, "Well, you're drinking a Guinness." I'm like, "Yeah, Guinness tastes fucking great." I have no
I'd
idea what.
rather drink an Imperial IPA than a Guinness.
I bought 6
You really
of
don't
those.
like Guinness?
I don't like the taste of
I'll
Guinness.
die on
Don't
this
you
hill.
drink your coffee black?
Animal? How do you not like Guinness?
I don't know.
I don't
It's
either,
like-
though.
it's
Like,
like-
I drink
When's the
my
last time
coffee
you
black.
tried it? When's the last time?
It's been a while.
So it's been before you had started drinking your coffee black.
Probably right around the same time.
Oh no,
You need to try-
I
you
him
need to try
it the other
Guinness.
day.
You're gonna
Like-
be like,
It's just like
tasty.
like
No, like I'm the same way though.
like beer water.
I won't pick it. Like if he's ordering it and I
If
decide
I
to
go
order
to
it,
a bar, I'll be like, let me get a Guinness.
Guinness all day.
nah.
I don't even care what else is on the menu unless there's like the Oktoberfest. That's different.
I'd rather have a Bud Light.
Oktoberfests are good.
Absolutely not,
After that marketing campaign?
Yeah, I'd still rather have a Bud Light.
bitch. I'm in flavor, but the marketing campaign is a whole other thing.
Give me a Coors Light then.
Yeah, that's
yeah, we were.
I'm gonna give you a moment to retract that statement.
I don't think I've ever bought Bud Light, ever.
I
I'm
bought platinum.
sure.
I bought platinum.
I don't
I'm
think I
sure
ever
we
have.
gave somebody money to buy it for us.
I don't
Yeah.
think I have.
I'm a
When I first
Me,
started
I don't
drinking
think I
beer,
have.
We have.
Ronnie.
I don't think I
Ronnie,
have.
as the people who used to drink with you when we were 16, 15,000% we gave somebody money to buy us Bud Light.
So
well, that
moving
platinums aren't too bad.
no, they're okay.
15,000%.
Yeah.
For moving into my new house, right? My old boss is who I'm renting from.
I'm not proud of it.
He left like 4
gross.
Bud Lights in the fridge, and I said, "Is this a necessity?" Because he's like, "Let me know if you need anything." I said, "Does this count?" He goes, "You're not protesting them?" I was like, "I couldn't care less. I'm just trying to drink right now. I had just finished moving my brother's
Jacob's gay
shit."
for free.
No, I have just finished moving my brother's shit. Just finished moving my shit. I just wanted like 4 minutes of like fucking tranquility and not having to fucking lift something twice my body size.
So you chose the Bud Light?
It was the
Tranquility?
free, cold, and available.
And gay.
And good. But hey,
Dude,
we're
what is
here,
it?
we're queer, give me a beer.
It just cracks me up, man. That whole thing, like we talked about it on the previous podcast
Oh.
before. It just pisses me off because it's just they're just doing it as a way to like
Clout.
it's 100% clout.
And
It's,
now
it's
they're
fucking
They're
retarded.
backpedaling so fucking
They've
hard.
lost so much money.
They've lost so much money.
It cracks
billions.
me
And
up.
they're backpedaling so hard, and it's not
Like,
gonna
do you
work.
not realize the
Too
people
late.
that drink your products are not into that shit?
Yeah.
It's just fucking.
So
It's insane, man.
I will say that I
14.2 billion in total.
As of
revenue.
May 5th, yeah.
Colton, hear me on this, right? So
Billion in that CEO's fucking just been like, Jesus
but
Christ.
before that,
Let's get Ricky Bobby in the fucking marketing office. That's what they need. They need Ricky Bobby, not some fucking like, I have a marketing degree. I have my fucking doctorate in marketing.
no,
from fucking
get your
Cornell."
motherfucking NASCAR enthusiast out there.
Literally.
Mhm.
Quite literally.
If you don't chew Big Red, fuck you.
Those people won't touch it anymore.
He's just holding the Bud Light going, I fucking wake up in the morning, I piss excellence, I'm the best there ever was, plain and simple.
I drink my Bud Light.
I'm just a big, hairy American winning machine, and I drink Bud Light, or fuck you.
Yeah.
That
like,
would be,
all right, I got
that's the best commercial ever. I'm like, God damn, I'm going to the grocery store right now. You know what I mean? It'd be one thing if Bud Light tastes like anything other than a fucking bubbly water. Fucking gross.
Yeah.
So I had learned about the press meeting, and I knew that he, whatever, I don't know.
Shit.
Whatever their pronoun
I got
was.
Ronnie.
I
I got
knew that
Ronnie.
she was gonna be the mascot. So I put a bunch of puts on Bud Light, and I rode the wave. So I made money off of that.
Really?
Yes.
Nice.
Their stuff immediately. Hilarious. Immediately. I'm talking like real time. Transgender person holding a Bud Light plummet like 14 or 15%.
Yeah, because they're
immediately.
not doing it for any other reason than like they honestly. It's like how businesses during Gay Pride.
Everyone
Put their-
has a
put their-
flag.
Yeah, I was saying, like every business puts a gay pride flag on their fucking like profile picture or whatever. They're like, we support the gay people, and then like it's like, motherfucker, you're just doing this for money.
As soon as
Like, you don't
the first
actually
of the
give a
next
fuck.
month comes out, take that shit down.
You're just like literally like
It's just riding the wave.
You're just saying that because you're trying to not have the woke mob come after you. That's exactly why Bud Light did what they did. It's like, by that, you made the anti-woke mob come after you, which is way bigger than the fucking woke mob.
Yes. And like, think of the population that drinks Bud Light.
Yeah.
It's us.
Yeah, it's fucking
Politely.
dudes who want to be men.
Well, okay. God damn.
I mean, let's be real. Bud Light was gay way before all
I
this.
just I meant like us, like fucking Pine City.
Bud Light was been gay for 10 years.
Yeah, like this is nothing new. I'm not
Bud Light's
surprised.
what you drink whenever you're like, I think I want to drink beer because my dad drinks beer, and this is my segue.
Like, I had this little like piece of my life where I drank Michelob Ultra strictly, and I still thought Bud Light was gay.
My dad gave me one Michelob and it was over. That's all I fucking.
Yeah, after that, I was like, no, Bud Light's gay as fuck. I'm drinking this shit. Athletes drink this shit. I'm cool.
Jesus Christ. Oh, it's funny, but it's true.
Very true.
Bud Light's what you start drinking when you've never had beer before.
Yeah, that's where I started, literally. At your birthday party.
Yeah. I
Well, actually, I started on Yingling.
I remember when I was 16 at this undisclosed location, and I was, it wasn't, you guys weren't there. I shotgunned a Bud Light, and I remember being like, wow, I've never shotgunned something before. And I remember like sitting there next to this pool, and I was like, wow, you guys weren't there.
Oh, we weren't there.
Yeah,
Okay.
you guys were not there.
Oh, okay. I thought you said we were.
I thought you said we weren't there.
We're not there.
I was like, we were here.
Colton, you're gonna fat check later.
No, 100%. I'll tell you guys off the podcast who it was. But I was
I already got a guess.
I was at their house drinking, and I literally fucking, like, I shotgunned a beer, and I was like, wow, this is crazy. Like, this fucking hurts. And I already had, like, fucking 7 beers. And I remember fucking just immediately vomiting. And somehow, after I vomited, I was like, maybe I like beer now. like it just, I don't know what it was. I just liked beer after I threw it. I could distinctly remember where I was standing. I could walk you guys back there tonight, kind of thing. It was insane. But no, after that, I was like, man, I fucking like beer, but this isn't beer.
I think the first time I had a beer was with Ronnie. With you,
More
Wouldn't be
likely.
surprised.
us and Scotty.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
Remember the trophy night? That night, that was the first time I had alcohol. We were like 13.
Trophy night.
Bro, I didn't have my first drink until I turned 21.
Really?
Dude, you should drink Bud Light.
You're amazing. I
That
salute
is-
you.
that is-
How did you mentally handle life?
So
He's
I
from
grew
the
up,
Dash in Oklahoma. What
I
else
grew up
did you
in a
guys have
town
to
of
do?
like 8,000 people.
Hey,
And
you're making a case for why you should have started drinking at 12.
everybody knew everybody, so I would have gotten ratted out.
And?
So did I.
It was a different place.
I was like, I'm pretty sure my dad knew the second it happened.
My first drink was handed to me in front of my mother because she could not drink it. It was too
Yeah.
strong.
What was it? That was like
It was Jack and Coke.
Jack and Coke.
It was
yeah.
like a splash of Coke.
7/8 Jack, 1/8
Yeah.
Coke.
They just handed me. I
I
killed
never
it.
had the desire to.
Remember the bottle of fucking coconut rum on your dad's shelf?
We used to fill
Oh,
it
we
with
used to
water.
we used to pour part of it out and fill it back up with water.
I'm pretty sure my kids are doing that.
Jesse,
I'm pretty sure Jesse's doing that now.
Oh,
I stuck a bottle of Pear Bay in the freezer, like after using it, and it froze the next day. And I'm like, it wasn't frozen yesterday when I pulled it out. I'm like, and the kids were over last night.
Word on the street, that's suspect. Dude.
Yeah.
That's sus, bro.
Yeah. I'm like, it's a little weak.
Hang on.
Your nephews, just so everybody knows.
Yeah,
Not
it's
your
not my
actual
kid, not my
kids.
actual
Yeah,
kids.
yeah.
Do we get in trouble for enabling, or do we get the hood pass? How does this work for our age group with this social climate?
Yes.
Dude, this social climate is only the woke social climate. This is bullshit.
Kids start vaping at like 12. Who fucking it's what it is.
I took my first hit of
It's gonna continue being the way it
less
was.
than legal substance
Dude,
before I took my first hit of nicotine.
Yeah.
Dude, the way we were in high school is gonna continue being that way forever. Because
It's
kids,
cultural.
When kids are being told they can't do something, and then some kids are like, yeah, but I have a case of somethings, and you're like, yo!
Well, that and parents nowadays, they don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
They're not going to stop them.
Are you gonna stop? How are you guys gonna handle that with your kids?
I'm
Once you have kids?
gonna buy my kid and be like, you want it? Here, drink with me.
Yeah, exactly. Supervised.
I would rather you
It's
drink
fine.
it. I'd be like, listen, I'm gonna buy, like, okay, you're having your friends over, and you guys want to drink. I'm not permitting you to drink. However, if drinks disappear from our, like, I
Yeah.
basically want to be able to plead, like, fucking the Fifth Amendment.
Play
You know?
the fifth, but be there to make sure that they're
Right.
okay.
Do this at my
No
house.
one's driving. No one's going anywhere.
Do this at my house so that way you don't have to do what I did and throw
Yeah.
beer bottles at a fucking tree next to somebody random's house on certain roads that I did with you fuckheads.
They're still in the fire. It'll melt
Like,
eventually.
Right, like that's what I'm saying. Like I don't want my kids to have to do the sneaking around part that we had to do, but I don't believe we had to do.
If
I don't
no,
think we
I
had to
did.
do.
I did. If
You
I,
definitely did.
if-
I'm saying
yes.
we did not have to sneak around where we were doing it because I'm pretty sure the parents that were there
They knew.
Yeah.
But they knew we were being safe about it.
yeah,
Right.
Mama
Yeah.
had to have known.
Yeah, there's no way they
Safe.
did not know.
Safe. You know, I was definitely drinking unsafe amounts.
We all were.
Yeah.
Scotty like tore a ligament in my foot.
Yeah, I remember.
One night.
I remember hearing that pop Colton. It was like being front row at a fucking grade A title UFC fight. You just hear him fucking snap a knee. Fucking disgusting.
I was told it was like a gunshot. I didn't hear it.
It was.
It's my
genuinely
foot. I
terrifying.
didn't hear it.
I rushed Scotty, who's bigger than him and like smaller physique, but more muscular than him, and was like, "For the love of God, separate!"
He's built like a 170 pounder
Mhm.
in the UFC.
But yeah, he's a fucking
Yes.
nightmare.
Thick boy.
I would rather shoot him.
Yeah.
If you told me I either had to fight him or shoot him, I'd rather shoot him.
This is coming from somebody who's healthy on the BMI scale.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind.
Yeah.
He's gonna shoot most people.
I wouldn't shoot
If
Ronnie.
on the higher
Like
part,
breathing?
if on the higher part of healthy
Yeah.
in the BMI scale, he's gonna have to shoot him.
I wouldn't shoot Ronnie.
He's not on that. He's obese.
Yeah,
We just
I'm
know
at
that.
the tail end.
Which is genuinely amazing.
I might as well be 500
Isn't it
pounds.
crazy?
Yeah, same.
Isn't it crazy between the fucking three of us, the three you're excluded, the three heavyweights in this fucking room, is that I'm the one who's just overweight?
Yeah,
that's
you're
so
overweight.
crazy.
Yeah.
That's so crazy to me.
Because you're a couple inches taller.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, it's because it
literally.
favors the height so bad.
Can I say?
Yeah, literally 2 inches taller.
I
Literally.
can't help that God has bestowed upon me.
God bless me with 6'0", bitch.
Yeah. I hate that magical marker.
And God said, sucketh the dicketh.
Yeah. Yep.
But
And
I just think that kids are going to continue to do what we used to do. But I think that that's my plan, is to just basically be like, hey, give me anonymity. If I said that right.
Yes, amen.
Basically, if like the cops show up, I would be like, oh, whatever.
yeah, I was never
I
complicit
never-
in underage
they-
drinking.
What?
If I had
That's
a-
what I want. But then I want my kids to be like, hey man, like do this safely. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
like otherwise you're gonna be doing it in a fucking sketch ass place like we used to do.
So that,
We didn't really do it in sketchy ass places in comparison to what other people did.
I swear on everything.
We never got slipped a fucking drug. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? We was with our
Drugs are
friends.
expensive nowadays.
Well, no, we
And they had
were
fentanyl
also.
in them. And
yeah.
we were before the fentanyl
Yeah.
era. Yeah.
I swear on everything, if I have a son, I pray and hope that like y'all also have sons like at the time, so I can like trust that like either they will come to like me, they will come to Ryan, or they'll come to Ronnie, and like it'll be taken care of and handled. I really don't want my son to be like me without having
I'm
like
gonna be
y'all.
the fun uncle feeding him drinks. What are you talking
Which
about?
is fine, because like I know I can trust you with like
Ronnie's gonna be like,
dumbass.
here, hold my drink, make sure half of it's there when I come back.
Yes.
Literally. But like I'm terrified that like if I did have a kid and like I didn't have y'all, like I don't like single parenting is hard, I can only imagine. But like if you just had nobody around you had no like close, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Yeah.
It takes a village, dude. It takes a village to raise a kid. Like honestly, like it's not something you can do in just a 2-parent household. It's got to be outside of that 2-parent household too.
It's all cultural. What's there is what's there. That's
You gotta
what
let
you're
that
gonna
kid
get.
experience other people.
It's economical too. Like back in the day, like I don't know, 20, 40 years ago, one person went to work, one person stayed at home with kids. Everything was fine and dandy. We didn't have school shootings. We didn't have all these problems. Economy takes a shit. Everyone's got to fucking work.
Mm-hmm.
Kids are
Well,
shooting
no,
up
it was
schools.
mainly women being like, we can't do everything that men can do.
Not even that though. Like
And then
back then,
somehow-
you could
but-
support a family with one
Well,
job.
a lot of it was too because most families became dual income. It's like that's when all of a sudden businesses started to charge more because they realized that people had double the money in their house. So
Not only
businesses started
that,
to
but
charge
you
double.
doubled your labor, but did not double your demand.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, exactly.
Okay. I never thought about it
So
like
prices
that.
had to increase.
It's just like
Price
the weird
has to increase
influx.
when supply like basically stays the same. Like basically it's supply and demand curve. I can't think right now because I've had too many drinks.
But you just said like the
it's a
demand
supply
didn't
demand.
change. It was just the
demand didn't
supply
change.
labor.
So supply increased. So like
I was able to
price-
cut the wages in half because all of a sudden my
Well,
workers doubled essentially.
Yeah.
Like, very
long
likely.
story short,
Yeah, over
everybody had more disposable income. When you have more disposable income, businesses
People
are
charge
going to be
more.
like charge more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they can afford to pay it.
But now we're reaping the repercussions of that.
Yep.
Absolutely fucked. You can't afford to live in a house without 3 incomes. It feels like, or 2 really good incomes.
And then you add kids on top of that.
Jeez. It's almost like you need the kids for the tax credit, though.
Yeah.
But at that point,
That
then
doesn't
you
cover
feed
it.
them too. Yeah.
Not only that, but like that is severely
Wait, you have
unfair.
to feed kids?
Yeah. You gotta clothe them? What the fuck?
Especially imagine
Yeah, get ready.
Colton realized that what came from thy sack is going to have to fucking eat like thy sack does. And so just remember that. After you had fucking $20 in burritos tonight, you're gonna have to feed that kid that eventually too.
Yeah, exactly. This is your kid. He's
Your
gonna be
kid.
just like you. He's gonna eat like you.
Yeah.
I-
It was like
Absolutely
eat
not.
clean,
Trend hard?
turn hard. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Eat
hope my
clean
kid
too.
does not turn out like me. For the love of God.
Me too.
I hope my kid doesn't turn out like you either, Jacob.
At the worst case scenario, let us all have kids and our kids be the exact same. So they have the group.
I don't want my kid to be fat.
Well, no. I mean, socially. Socially they're the same.
They'll change the BMI by then.
Yeah.
Yeah. He'll be healthy by then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be normal.
He'll be 400 pounds and 3
Oh,
foot
you're
even.
good.
Yeah.
40% body fat, you're healthy.
Yeah. He'll be the anomaly by then.
Yeah.
I'm a 10.
I'm already being anomaly, bitch.
I'm a certified bad bitch. Dude, the crazy part is like we're having so much fun right now, and people are gonna love listening to this. They're gonna be at work, and someone's gonna be talking about like, "Oh my God, have you joined the Teams meeting?" And they're gonna be fucking hearing like, "You go walk on" in the background. They're gonna be fucking like howling their asses off at some chick who's like, "I'm a certified bad bitch," and us making fun of it.
Yes.
guys in the club won't pay attention to me.
What the fuck was it?
It's just alright.
One day I was sitting there, I had to
It's
join
like,
a...
bitch, because nobody wants to. It's like the fucking like a whale shark and was it a shark tail or something like that?
You
Yeah.
gotta raise your
Hold
hand,
away.
Jacob.
yeah, raise my hand. One day I was sitting there
Lower your
listening to
tone
the
when you talk to
podcast.
You didn't raise your hand either.
Yeah, right. I mean, fucking... I had to join a Zoom meeting, and I'm in the middle of me and the rest of the IT department for my company. And I forgot what it was. It was you and Cody. And someone said some fucked up shit. And
What's that
I
we
about
say?
spat my drink all over the place. and I couldn't mute fast enough. So they heard the first half and then abrupt silence.
Oh, there's.
I'm fucking dying laughing. I'm coughing in the middle of the Zoom meeting. And finally, one of the managers from Miami goes, "Are you okay?" And I was like,
Yeah, I'm good.
Swallowed down the wrong pipe at the right part of the podcast.
Yeah. I'm fucking sitting there dying. I'm like, I gotta mute.
Dude,
Right back.
that in and of itself, knowing that my friends enjoy the podcast,
I listen to every episode on
That-
Spotify.
that in and of itself makes it worth it to me. That makes it worth it. Knowing that, like, Colton enjoys it sitting here because he doesn't ever fucking listen to them again.
No,
And I don't blame him.
He's already here the first run.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't blame you either.
No.
I don't blame you because, like, it's one of the podcasts, one of those things that are harder to re-listen to.
Yeah.
It's like one of those things you listen to it one time and you're like, hey, listen to that one, next one.
I don't know. I can listen to Joey Diaz's like crazy.
That is another
Joey
thing.
is he's another kid. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
Grab your balls, you fucker.
Hey, cocksucker. Oh,
I pop like a star of death, and I just fucking go out, and I pop like 2 more.
You see them achievement chews spending like 1,000 milligrams each and just fucking eat them like candy.
Hey, cocksucker. Yeah. And so I don't blame Colton because, you know, it's kind of, especially with you talking on the microphone now and
Yeah.
same with me, it's like hearing my own voice sucks,
Yeah,
man. And like when we have conversations, it's one of those things it's live for us, so it's like you never know what somebody's about to say next.
Yeah.
But when you re-listen to it, you're like,
why the fuck did
I know what I'm about to say in this moment, and it's
Yeah.
I beat myself up too, especially because I do re-listen to them to try and listen to the funny parts, to try and make clips from them and stuff like that. And there'll be times where like I'll interrupt Jacob and I don't care about it, but when I interrupt Ronnie, I'll feel bad, and I'll be like, damn, I wish I would have let Ronnie finish what he was saying. I'm curious what he was saying now, and he never revisited it in that podcast. You know, it's just stuff like that.
I want to make you suffer.
Yeah, it makes me sad. If I was to
That's what
interrupt,
you get, bitch.
if I was to interrupt Ronnie, it makes me sad. Jacob, fuck that dude.
Poor Chico.
You gotta win some, you gotta lose some. It's alright.
Yeah, man.
When?
Just knowing that you listen to it, though, like, audience of one, I don't give a fuck. It still makes me happy. It's cool to know that somebody enjoys it. Because that means other people have the potential to enjoy it, too. If somebody has the fucking same fucked up mentality that I have and you have, someone that grew up watching Family Guy and South Park,
South Park, yeah. South Park at about 5th grade.
you know, it makes me realize that people like this shit is like the fucking fucked up meme pages that I follow. You know what I mean? They got millions of followers. I'm like,
Oh my God.
there's a lot of people out there that like
Yep.
the same shit I do.
Y'all have to remind me to add y'all to my Skeletor group. It is fucking hilarious.
You don't even know about Dick Blowers Anonymous, do you?
I do from you fuckers.
Yeah, we have a group chat called
Yeah,
Dick
it's a
Blowers
group
Anonymous.
chat.
Called us.
With what, you,
it's so
Wyatt,
bad.
and
Wyatt, Cody,
Cody.
Robbie, Colton, and I.
Oh, I didn't realize Robbie was on
I didn't realize there was
Hey,
5 people on it.
How's Robbie doing, by the way?
He's good.
Yeah, and his wife,
Sophie.
Sophie. I remember
Yeah, doing
her.
well. They're all doing well.
That's good. I'm happy for him.
Thank you. I'm happy for him too.
It kind of sucks. I don't get to see Robbie no more.
He lives like 45 minutes away.
Yeah.
Me and Colton went and visited him last Saturday.
Literally a 45-minute drive.
And we had a couple beers.
So, like,
and,
the other end of,
and we watched fights, so it's like fucking 1:30 in the morning.
1 a.m.
And we both had a 35, 45 minute drive
Yeah,
home.
got home at like 2:30. I was like, fuck.
Yeah, literally, it was like, dude, it was, and you had a couple beers, and we had
Yeah.
we had a good spread for food too, and then,
A
dude,
good
it was
spread.
it was tough. It was fucking tough,
Yeah.
man.
This is
That drive home
Yes,
was
Jacob,
fucking
normal
ruthless.
people eat spreads of food.
This
not
is
a
like
bread.
Colin's measurement of a pan of chicken. What the fuck is a pan of
Watch,
chicken?
let me imitate on camera how Jacob eats his dinner. He just smells it. He wafts it. I'm full.
So hey, you
Fucking shut up.
Jacob, for skin, you know those big plastic measuring, like the big bowls you mix like cakes in?
Yeah.
That's what I eat my food out of.
All right. Colin. You want to know what I've
Use
seen?
a teaspoon.
He bought mixing bowls to eat out of.
You
Yeah.
want to know what I've survived on?
Microwave safe mixing bowls.
Yeah. That's what I eat out of.
You ready for this? 2 eggs.
That's it.
Surprise,
all
bitch.
the week.
Yeah.
He scrambled them, cut them up into
All-
portions.
that's the day.
So you want to be in BMI?
Yeah. 2 eggs about every, maybe like at dinner, 2 eggs on like a quesadilla with some cheese and sour cream.
Okay.
No breakfast the next morning, just a cup of coffee. a bag of chips for lunch.
Colton's stomach's rumbling over
Yeah.
there.
Bro,
You're supposed
I
to
am
know that.
starving.
Yeah, I'm like, I was literally starved to death.
Didn't eat dinner because I didn't feel like it.
That doesn't exist in Colton's vocabulary, what you just said.
Didn't eat breakfast because I was like, fuck it, I got a cup of coffee, fuck it.
You didn't eat dinner and you didn't eat breakfast?
Yeah. I
can
often
see not eating breakfast. I don't eat breakfast quite a bit.
That's easy to do.
But I often
But to not eat
skip-
dinner
I
and
swing.
not eat breakfast?
Flash.
Yeah. I often swing, so like I'll be like, okay,
You're a
lunch,
swinger?
so I'll eat breakfast like the next day,
Mhm.
and then because I eat breakfast, I won't eat lunch, and then I might have like a bag of chips for dinner, so then I'll eat breakfast the next day. Like, by no means am I saying I'm
So
like
you'll go,
perfectly
like,
healthy.
Essentially a 24-hour period without fucking eating.
Well, like I'll eat, but like I'll eat like essentially 2 eggs and a single thing of like a tortilla.
I mean, there are days where I don't eat breakfast or lunch, but I eat a massive dinner.
Yeah, but now imagine
Yeah.
me taking your massive dinner and probably cutting it in like a quarter, and that's probably being generous to you.
Yeah.
Think about that. He skips dinner,
Mhm.
then skips breakfast the next morning,
Because I have my cup
Eats-
of coffee,
lunch at roughly the same time as did yesterday.
which is
That's
a bag of
24
chips.
fucking hours without eating.
I have to do that on purpose, and that shit's hard.
It's
To
easy
be
for
fair,
me,
though,
and a lot of
Jacob
times I
drinks his-
forget.
Jacob drinks his coffee like most women order it at Starbucks. With the extra pump of gay?
Massive, my coffee's as black as my soul. What do you mean?
You used to not drink black coffee. You drink
No,
black coffee?
I used to not, but then I started because I was
You heard it
having
on a podcast.
Too many calories.
I was-
I understand.
yeah, right. No, I was having a problem with it. With
I was
sugar.
I was like full for an entire day after putting a splash of cream in.
Yeah. Get
No,
that.
it became a problem where I wasn't getting enough carbs versus calories versus sugar because you gotta kind of like pay attention to that.
Diabetic problems.
Yeah. So my
I
doctor's
need to
like,
reduce all of those things in my diet, not increase them.
my doctor's like, hey man, if you just cut out creamer, you can keep your coffee. It just tastes bad. And I was like,
It doesn't taste
It
bad.
tastes pretty good.
well,
you
well,
Ronnie,
in,
do you drink coffee?
in
Yeah, I drink
comparison,
black coffee.
he drinks it
Black
black now.
It's so good.
Yeah.
And I like to take a sip every morning, and I'm like,
But that's why I love Guinness even more now is because now that
Yeah.
I switched to black coffee,
Yeah.
now I get the Guinness and it's coffee flavored. And
it's like you have your morning coffee and then you have your nightly Guinness. Like that's how
Yeah,
it feels.
perfect,
It's like
too.
it's like the perfect end to the perfect day.
this
Oh.
fucker hates Guinness apparently.
I don't hate Guinness. I'm never going to order it by myself.
I haven't had one in a long
I'm never
time.
going to buy one
You haven't
without
had your
it.
dad do it.
Look at his
I get roasted for my body weight. You get roasted for death
Because my fucking dad loves me. I'm sorry.
Hey,
How
whoa!
dare you? First of all, don't open that can of worms.
Hey, Jacob,
Don't tell me
why
to
is
talk
that-
about
why
my
is that
father.
vodka not in your Coke? You
That's an
goddamn-
excellent
You
question.
goddamn fucker. You goddamn son of a bitch.
I was hoping Colton would have
This is
noticed.
peer pressure at its
Just put it
finest.
in,
Just
Jake.
put it in the fucking
I know
Coke.
it's been a while, but put it in.
Did you hear that?
Here.
Jake,
There you
Yeah,
go.
exactly. Spit on it first.
Jake, did you hear that?
I'm so
Stompy Colton is approaching.
bad.
You don't know about Stompy Cold.
Oh, if he's listening to every podcast, he knows about Stompy
Yeah,
Colton.
I've watched.
Why haven't you subscribed to the Patreon and listened to those episodes?
Because I do it on Spotify, so I can lock my phone and walk away from it.
But
And it's also
you only
free.
get 20 minutes of some episodes.
I know, which kind of sucks. Because there's a lot where I'm like, I want the rest.
Dude, those episodes that are on
They're good.
Patreon,
I think going forward,
dude,
now
they
that I've
are
worked-
there's one that I posted a clip from where it's just me just trying to throw up, and we never talk about on there what we were talking about.
Oh, God.
When you talk about it on
Half of that
Patreon,
in there.
Motherfucker,
Yes.
that thing is not empty. Pour that shit in
he
there.
put the neck of that.
You fucking
it's fucking empty, Colton.
No, it's
Shut up.
goddamn. I can see it.
You
Jacob,
can't
put
see
the rest
shit.
I
in
can
there.
see it.
Shut your
motherfucker.
whore mouths up.
Jacob.
It's like
Back
you didn't
home.
even open the bottle, dude.
Back
I can fucking see it.
You let the steam off of it.
Well, how about y'all fucking drink it then, you
It's
bastard?
yours.
No.
You
We're not
wanted
the-
it.
We're not the ones being made fun of right now.
I hate all of you.
It's fair.
Hope you enjoyed that Coke of shame.
I did. Colton,
Jake-
come on, man.
Jake,
I got
Jake.
drunk
I
all
drank
Coke
harder
of
drinks
shame.
when
So
I
do
was
I.
12.
Shame.
So, no, regardless, the Patreon there's some really good episodes on there.
Yeah, you want to talk about why I will subscribe? Right there.
$3 a month. That's all
That
you
body
gotta
shape.
do. $3.
three anywhere from 369 down to the line. Coming
Hey,
from South
369,
Pacific,
damn
tiny
profile.
low. It's a low.
We currently
It's a low
have two
audition.
patrons,
Colton and I.
me and Ryan.
We yeah. But like we're the only ones that are like
It's that he had my back for a while.
Oh, he has your back.
Yeah, I got your back.
I swear to God, if you shake it, I'm punching you.
no, you
It's-
swirl
it's
it.
twirl
Jesus
it.
Christ, have you never drinking?
Yeah.
You twirl it a little bit. There you go.
No, I've never drinking before. I have drank before, but I guess that's
Oh,
different.
big words.
I mean, if you don't swirl it, it's
So
gonna be all
college
over the top.
educated.
Oh, these fucking
Jesus
people.
Christ.
goddamn
We
it.
went to college for the same amount of time.
But fuck you. How about that?
I've been going to college longer. It's not a good thing.
The government pays for you.
No,
No.
not yet.
Yeah.
Not yet.
No, I haven't used it yet.
The GI Bill?
No.
Are you retarded?
Yes.
So it's by month. I get paid based on how many classes
Bro,
I
they
take.
got a whole month for bias now?
Hey, if I get roasted
There
on
it
my
is.
body size,
Oh.
at least I'm smarticles.
I got Colton on that one. Look at Colton. He's still laughing at it right now. They got a whole month for him. He's
I've been out.
Take a Ronnie sip.
Woo!
Delicious.
Oh, jeez.
I want everyone to listen to Ronnie just chug this fucking.
He's still going.
Shh.
I wanted
Clear the
that.
mics. Clear the mics.
He's still doing it. God damn it. I've lost it.
I can hear it.
Motherfucker, what the shit?
Like half a bottle.
Now it's
I was
like half
being
a bottle.
nice.
Yeah.
Here, you
That's
can
right,
add something else to it.
Oh, there you go. I have
Yes.
Ronnie, in other news, the hammock is really comfortable.
what, the hammock out there?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, the place where he's probably gonna end up sleeping.
It looks fine to me.
Yeah, I'm good.
No, he's.
I'd say. It looks fine.
I mean, he definitely looks fine, but
Cole,
Especially
you want
pulling
a
up
beer?
in daddy's truck like that. Just
You want a
like,
beer?
no, I'm good.
Beer?
he still got his whiskey. He's still got whiskey.
He does.
So do you.
Yeah, I'm not drinking mine though. You know why? Because I'm an adult and I'm gonna say no. You're not going
Oh,
for it.
so now it's socially acceptable to say no.
I'm
Fucking-
big. I'm a big guy. I can eat more than 2 eggs in a meal.
Fuck you.
So you can finish your plate, you lower your fucking tone to me.
He's got a point. He's
I
got
didn't
a
even get a
point.
rebuttal. Like,
He's
what
got
the
a
fuck?
point.
My man's body shaming me, the king of calorie shaming? Like, what the fuck do you even call it?
If you guys are just now tuning in to the shit shaming Jacob podcast, we're fucking pretty like I think like 2+ hours deep. We're just shitting on Jacob.
Yes.
It's fine. I love these fuckers like brothers.
All the dad noises at once. You heard that?
Simultaneous.
Mhm.
Not even dads.
This is crazy.
Oh.
Some of us probably need to check.
Look at all the stuff that we're gonna recycle. We're good
Look at all
citizens.
that glass.
Yes.
And the fucking cornhouse, dude.
And the
And the
corn
corn.
dogs.
And the
The
cornhouse.
bus and tamales.
Bro, cheese and
Absolutely amazing.
We are helping the
jalapeno.
environment.
We had Ronnie had his first tamale ever tonight.
You didn't know how to
No,
eat
it's
it.
not
I had to tell him to open
No,
it.
wasn't your first?
No. Last time I just ate the whole corn.
No, you did not.
Mm-hmm.
I probably did. I
Stop
probably
fucking
did.
with me.
You did.
I probably did.
This
Why
cracks
is this chewy?
Yeah, like,
This cracks
Yo,
me
man,
up.
we are supposed to be
He's like eating. Everyone's like super excited about tamales, and Ronnie's eating. I'm like, why the fuck? Do
Why
people
do you like
this?
it?
This is grainy as fuck, dude.
Dude, I gotta spend 8 minutes just fucking chewing.
So how do you just? He's like chewing it as he talks. I'm like, how do you swallow it?
Hey, man,
He
you
won't
mean
chew.
tell me y'all just like fucking down these?
yeah, like, how the fuck are you guys finished with yours already?
Dude, that's crazy to me. We literally had a conversation. I shit you not. It was like maybe 3 nights ago, talking about she was talking about how like how do people like not know how to eat a tamale? She's like she told me that she told me that a story about how my aunt had mentioned that like the first time she had a tamale, she like ate the corn husk, and she was like, I'm disowning your aunt right now because that's fucking crazy. I was like, Daniela, most
Or
white
white.
people have never heard of a tamale.
Yeah.
When you hear a tamale, you're like, oh, the hot ones you get in a little box
Yeah,
at
the
the
hot
movie
tamale.
store.
Yeah.
Yeah, the hot tamales. That's what everyone knows as a tamale. And then you're like, you give them a real, legit Mexican one. It's like, they didn't serve that at Taco Bell. How am I supposed to eat that?
I believe it's Puerto Rican, but Puerto Ricans, they call people, guys like me, güero, because I'm blonde, blue-eyed, but I speak Spanish.
I thought they called him Flaco.
No.
Nazi.
Do you know what Flaco means? Everybody just listening, that means skinny. Continue.
Yeah, anyway. So this lady was cutting my hair, and she's like, oh, she was talking in Spanish, and she kept calling me, bueno. So finally I started answering her back in Spanish, and her fucking face dropped, and she's like, you speak Spanish? I was like, yes! She's like, my bad, I didn't know.
You're white and your name is Jacob. You can't speak Spanish.
Yo, by law.
Independent fact checkers.
I thought it was funny. Then she goes, there's a great taco place. Like, I was like, yeah, I know where it's at. I order there every Tuesday. It's right by the house.
Yeah. Dude, have you been to the birria spot, bro? Sheesh.
Where's that one at? Which one?
I'll tell you off air.
Alright.
I don't want to blow it up too much.
Delicious.
There's a couple fucking randomly good ones, not 4 minutes, 5 minutes of the road.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. The closer it is from being not a legit business, the better.
Oh,
it is.
yeah. It's like a truck, like a food truck that got like softly converted into a building.
Yeah.
Those.
It's like they had a lawn trailer and they gave that up. You know what I mean?
Oh, everyone's like, the fuck? Ah, okay, I'll take his word for it.
No, I've had a few.
Can't have beans.
I love it.
No, I can't have beans. I can be picky.
You're allergic to beans, right?
Allergic to beans.
Yeah, and shrimp.
It's weird.
And
You can
shrimp.
drink Bud Light. I'm just saying.
Damn.
There's a lot of stuff
I
happening
haven't
up.
tried in like 10
Coincidence?
years, so I don't know.
He might be
That's a
clear.
weird allergy.
He might be clear.
It's weird allergy.
Beans.
It's in the legumes family, which is like nuts.
Yeah.
But I'm not allergic to nuts.
Interesting.
I love nuts.
Yeah.
He just winked at me.
Bitch, that was from me.
Oh, the audio that people don't. You know, Jake, there's a lot of stuff you're missing out on by just going to listen to audio. You know? You on Instagram right now?
I am.
Are you
bro.
bored with our conversation?
No, my old boss sent me a meme. Boss lady bar sent me a meme.
Oh, really? Okay.
I mean, in the current fashion of this podcast, Jacob, you should be taking your pants off right now.
Whoa.
And he's in that spot, so he should. I mean,
Rapey.
He
at
also
best.
is the smallest
He
one
is.
here. Yeah.
the
Yes.
balls need to come out.
Oh.
Not rapey if you take your pants off.
It's rapey that he's demanding.
I didn't demand it. I'm saying in the true fashion of this podcast.
It's tradition. You have to.
I mean, balls have came out.
I think this podcast should continue to go until Jake finishes his drink.
I think so too.
Well, it's not.
I drank half of it
No,
for you.
yeah.
What are you bitching about?
No, it's like there's no
Fucking
fucking
hike
point.
up your
Chug,
skirt,
chug,
put a fucking
chug.
tampon in, and finish your goddamn drink like a man.
No, I don't chug shit anymore.
As he attempts to chug.
Yeah,
chug.
as he chugs it.
Attempts to chug.
Easy.
Look at you.
Oh.
Alright, thank you guys for listening. This has been another fucked up episode of Put Some Horror Adults.
Thank God you live here.
Jacob talking in a normal tone over there.
Bitch. You
Anything
bitch.
else you guys want to talk about before we roll out? Because I'm fucking tired of having these headphones on, to be honest with
I got a 12-inch dick and dozen roses.
No, you don't. So actually.
Prove it.
you. Unutilized if you do.
And a pickup truck.
Yikes. It's also unutilized.
Fuck.
Dude, did you get engaged? Yours is about to turn off too. Just kidding.
The bluest balls.
No, I haven't given her kids yet.
Yeah, I'm fucking with you. It's just normal white dude jokes. Apparently.
Oh, my dude.
Just normal white dude jokes.
I still can't believe Colton A got married and B is having a kid in the span of which that I have found out. I can believe that he's having those things.
More importantly, can you believe that I was the first one of our friend group to get married? Out of like all of my friends.
I could.
Out of all of my friends, I'm the first one to get married.
How to explain this? Like him, yes, but in timeline, no. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Like, let me pull up a picture to show the world.
Oh my god, double chin? Is it there?
No, this is one that only a distinct few know.
Yeah, triple. My bad.
Only a distinct few know of this. And you guys are some of them. Let me see.
I mean, shit, bitch. I got that one picture of us at a temp. Remember?
I got you with your fucking eye rolled in the back of your head drunk.
That's what I'm looking for.
He's got David Kelly passed out on a fence taking a piss.
Stop saying his name. Let it leave him out of this.
Never.
Who'd have thought did that?
Yep.
Who'd have
There
thought
it is.
that would have been the first person to get married?
The thick boy
Who'd have
himself.
thought? If you're watching on video, if you're not, please go to audio, rewind 15 seconds. Who'd have thought that would be the first person to
Look
get
at
that?
that boy.
Wait,
That
we're
is-
gonna get the picture done.
That is me.
Where's the projectile on the picture?
That is in 2014. 2 years later, I've secured the lady that I now call my wife.
Mm-hmm.
I just want you guys to know anything is possible. I also have a podcast and I do jiu-jitsu. Anything's possible. And I think we should end on that note.
And
Wait,
a small
wait,
one.
wait. Where's the
Jacob-
picture of all of us? There it is.
Oh, at prom, dude.
Yeah.
Jesus.
That picture's a nightmare.
I was thick.
Jacob's the only one that hasn't changed.
Yeah. He was standing on the left side of me, so I didn't get fucking
Kyle
blown away by a
Schroeder.
gust, okay?
Kyle grew a beard and his hairline went back a little bit like yours.
And mine's
Sorry.
back.
I didn't mean it that way, Ronnie. I'm
I
sorry.
blame the military.
That's fair. The military did almost kill you.
And then I can blame my ex. She almost killed me too. Does that qualify?
Well, you know. On that note.
On that note.
This has been a great podcast. Thank you guys for coming to hang out with me and doing a podcast at the same time. And if 4 people listen to it, it'll be a success. Woo! Woo! Alright. See you guys. Love you guys. Thank you guys for doing this.
Love you, Rano. Love you, Colton.
Colton,
Yes.
thank you for not
You too.
getting completely crazy on this podcast and calling me names.
Play
And
Fortunate
just-
Son
and
now.
just-
Play
and just
Fortunate Son
call
now.
it-
Play Fortunate Son now.
And just calling Jacob names.
Yeah, fuck you.
We'll talk to you guys later.
You
Bye,
love me,
everybody.
Colton.
Peace.
I'm squirting. Whee!
This episode of Somehow We're Adults is over, but if you'd like to support the podcast, you can subscribe to one of the levels of the Patreon, where we will release bonus episodes that can't be found anywhere else. Any of the money that we get from the Patreon would be used to upgrade old equipment, as well as get new gear so that we can make the best podcast for you to tune into. You can also follow the podcast Instagram at Somehow We're Adults, where I share clips and content about the podcast, and the link in the bio will take you to any of the Somehow We're Adults pages. I encourage you to check out another one of the episodes if this is your first time listening, and if you're a repeat listener, thank you for your support. I love making the podcast, and I hope you tune in for future episodes of Somehow We're Adults.